Okay, welcome to session number 93 or season 5 episode 20 for our Pathfinder Thassilonian Resurgeance Adventure Path, or Trap for short. We're going to start off today with a recap from Jeremy.
Yes, well, good evening all. The end of the previous session, beginning of the previous session, the party was staying with Clegg, the encampment of Clegg, somebody or other, who was one of the
Zurchev. Clegg Zurchev.
What was it?
Clegg Zurchev.
Zurchev, okay, yep.
Zincha, actually. Sorry, Zincha. I knew it started with Z.
Yep. Who was one of the effective factions of thieves and rogues in Middleport, who had set out earlier than all the rest to get to Elbow Island, or Devil's Elbow, sorry, to try and recover the sky metal from the fallen star. And it turned out he'd managed to set up a strong enough encampment to hold off the attacks of the alien critters that had destroyed Witchlight while we were trying to defend that. We also discovered at the campsite there that a number of the NPCs that had been at Witchlight had actually managed to get to safety within Clegg's campsite. So despite misgivings of Clegg himself, the party certainly felt somewhat obligated to work with him, considering the fact that he'd rescued so many of the NPCs. So we were discussing the idea for the session then of whether or not we should try and get straight to the crater site, or come down, investigate some caves that Clegg said were down near the shoreline on the southern shore, or the other lighthouse where Clegg was saying there was some undead manifestation that was picking off his crew one by one, and he decided that was his most pressing concern, because the alien critters he was able to hold them off at night with these traps and things like that. So the party, a couple of members of the party set off, were ready before the rest of them, so they thought, how much danger can there be at a lighthouse during the day? And so Corda and Willie strode off to investigate this lighthouse. Looking around, we thought we'd take a bit of a look around, knowing the others should be coming shortly behind, but so we'll just go through. We noticed that there was looked like a skeleton possibly that was stuck halfway down the cliff, that maybe someone had jumped off from the lighthouse or something.
Which is actually correct.
So he could have been pushed. And then we thought, that looks like too much. It's not too hard to climb down that cliff face, but hey, let's take a wander around the lighthouse first, while we wait for the others to catch up. So we took a look in the lighthouse. The first floor, empty room. And certainly the upper stories appeared to have been rotted through. The staircase to the upper stories was definitely not usable. However, Corda took a peek up there with Quava, who was be accompanied by Quava, as we found out when we got to basically made himself known when we got into the lighthouse. He'd been there all the time. Quava offered to give Corda a boost up to poke his head up through the hole in the second floor type stuff, and did that. Found it was all clear and empty except for Cordag's first impression of the fact there was a skeleton about to jump on him. Turned out just be a dead body with all the meat rotted away. But it certainly gave Cordag a bit of a fright at the time, so he decided to clamber up onto that clearing and crush the skeleton down carefully. And then realised the next floor up was completely gutted and there was certainly nothing there, so jumped back down again. We discovered a trapdoor in the floor of the lighthouse, but unfortunately we were having a great deal of difficulty opening it, so Cordag got his tools out, and it was around this time that Duza and Sparky also arrived, and considering it looked like it was going to be a brute strength thing to try and lift up this trapdoor, Cordag and Duza worked on the trapdoor to try and open it up. Where Cordag made the mistake of lending Duza his crowbar, and Duza managed to snap his chip his crowbar.
Another GM one.
And while Willie and Sparky did the easy climb down to the skeleton just to investigate that before we were going down into the depths, into the darkness where the wraiths or undead were likely to have more power, even though it was daylight. While they went down the cliff face, they discovered this dead body, or rather skeleton, and Willie did the appropriate thing and gave last strikes to the skeleton before sending it on its final rest. While he was doing that, Sparky riffled through the bits and pieces and equipment that the skeleton still had lying around him, including a lovely glowing sword that, when he grabbed it, kind of stuck to his hand and wouldn't let go, or he wouldn't let go, one of the two. Fortunately, this did not, the climb on the cliff face, as I said, was quite easy, so it didn't necessarily stop Sparky being able to climb back up again. And just as they got up to the top, Corda and Duza finally managed to pry up the loose stone that was forming the trapdoor on the floor. Looked down, looked over just in time to see several wraiths flowing up from the floor, from the cover up into our level. Initially, whilst the party got off to a good start and managed to take out a couple quickly, the unholy attacks of the wraiths quickly started to come back and hurt the party, and including hurting Duza quite significantly. But just at that time, Willie and Sparky had also arrived. Initially, Sparky looked in and said, "Hang on, Duza's running to get out in the sunlight because she's been really hurt. Willie and Corda are looking good. I might just hang out here in the doorway and see what happens." And whilst Corda and Willie tried to slowly make their way towards, and Quava tried to make their way to the sunlight and the apparent safety, it got noted that the blue sword that was putting a light out that the wraith couldn't touch or couldn't get through. So we managed to call Sparky forward, and the tide turned as we managed to, the wraiths were suddenly unable to get inside the nimbus of light, but we were still able to attack out of it. Just as it looked like the fight was about to be over, there was only a couple of wraiths left. Corda told Sparky to get back outside again and see if Duke is actually still in one piece. we'll finish up here. Unfortunately, the wraiths the two wraiths that were left rallied when the blue light was removed, and quickly the fight turned again. Willie effectively went down. Quava was almost down. Cordar was almost down, but we did manage to finally remove the last couple of wraiths. And fortunately, Sparky had got to Buka in time to stop him passing away, and was also then able to stop Willie from passing away as well.
That's good.
So at the end of a very tough battle, we fortunately all managed to get through and returned to Clegg's encampment. Sparky was still holding the glowing blue sword in her hand, apparently unwilling to put it away. But at that point, most of the rest of us were really too exhausted to notice exactly what was going on or not going on. One thing I should mention when we spoke to Clegg was the fact that, yes, we hadn't necessarily specified the fact that we've got another encampment at the other lighthouse, somewhat secure, with some of the NPCs boarding there. So I think we had message capability to let them know that we're going to be a few more days.
Quite possibly you got a message back.
I think Parry had message or something that was going to be able to let them know. So.
Okay, so Jeremy, would you like to introduce your character?
Well, hey, I've already been using the names of characters to big pieces anyway, so hopefully if people are listening to that, they've actually already heard the characters previously. However, I'm playing Cordar, the warrior of Sandpoint, dreamed of being a hero like the legends of the Pathfinders in there. Having now joined the Pathfinder Society, he's realised that, yeah, the old adage, never meet your heroes. But he's working hard to rectify the image of the Pathfinders, at least in his eyes, and therefore in the eyes of others.
Okay, and joining us online, I'm sure about to get the news about what happened to her puppies while she was away, is M.
Come on, I only just got them back. I am Doozer or Flex One Arm, depending on where we are. Though I think we're still on this godforsaken island. Where I have been resoundingly beat up many times by the sounds of it. Sandpoint Devil, Wraiths now. What the hell is going on?
Well, the GM rolled the death saves for you again, and you see what happened. You didn't die this time.
This time.
Oh, well, that's useful. You didn't roll me 4 1s in a row.
No. Apparently, the dice liked you enough not to do that.
Oh, that's good. Thanks,
well, technically, the party had that sort of situation occur, but they weren't all directed at Doozer at the time.
Right. Okay. That's good to know.
Hey, it was almost a TPK.
After we thought we had all covered.
So I just heard the last bit of that.
It would have been an interesting game to come back and saying, by the way, you've all got new characters, and it's like, what?
Yeah. You would.
Well, no. We would have broken it to you gently. We would have said, hey, Doozer no longer has to worry about the Sandpoint Devil.
Because you're a new
You've no longer got a countdown every morning.
So, Em, would you like to introduce your Doozer?
Well, I got most of the way there. Flex on arm, puppies, getting beat up. Yeah, sounds about right.
Okay, and at the table today we have Kesley.
Hello. I am playing Fondra, also known as Oversight, the druid who definitely knows her spells, and it's definitely not what I'm doing right now. The one who was all talk and no action for the longest time until she was thrown out into the field, and now is trying to figure out how on earth to keep everybody safe while also making sure they do their jobs.
Yes. What's the worst that can happen? Being the only one to return alive.
Exactly.
Okay, so we have in the group, not here at the moment, is a buffer's wizard known to man, a hairless dwarf, a Willy one Kenobi monk that nothing seems to be up to touch.
You got taxed last time.
True, but not that badly in comparison to the rest of you. And a NPC elf who likes to hide from everyone, especially the party.
Well, it's not so much that he likes to hide, it's just he's invisible as far as the party's concerned most of the time.
He does have a good stealth roll. So, starting off with the session today, there is a peal of thunder with morning, and you hear the words 87 days left echo across the horizon.
What? Why thunder? Why is he so pissed off with me?
Well, you started with over 300.
Yeah, I know. Because I had a year. I still got days left.
It does the time go.
I still have 87 days left. I don't know why you're I'd be pissed off if there was like 5 days left.
Yeah, so you weren't here when I thought I suggested, maybe this is a nice holiday spot. We could just hang out here for a few months.
I'm sure there'd be no problem at all for camping out here for 4 months.
Absolutely.
Probably not.
It's not like the Sandpoint devil can't find you here.
I was going to say, and if you survive, you might be strong enough to face the Sandpoint devil.
Hey, buddy. So yes, and that is my cat wanting to join in.
He's helping.
So, looking around the camp, you can see that there are plenty of people manning the walls.
But fortunately, none of these sentries disappeared or turned into leaving a pile of dust behind last night, hopefully.
Yes, no one got dusted.
Good.
That is always helpful. I like not being dusted.
Well, it does mean that we probably got all the rates. So then, yes, technically we've got a couple pathways based on previous discussions that we could look at right now. One would be to go straight to the crater to try and get to the source of this alien infestation and protect the sky metal, or stop the sky metal, someone touching the sky metal. Or the other option we were looking at was going down to the caves that Clegg knew about, which we were thinking has the advantage that it might actually lead to a back door into the the crater might have gone deep enough into the island that those caves might lead to a back door there. So certainly that was Cordar's thought, is that we should check out the caves next.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Clegg was happy to take you down. But he was only going to take you down once you made sure that he didn't have to protect the rear of his camp.
Yeah, once the raids were dealt with, and he's happy the raids are dealt with now?
Well, he seems to trust at least one of you. You're not sure which one, but he does trust one of you.
Well, he's probably trusting the lack of dusted.
Well, you did come...
One is better than none, right?
Yeah.
Well, maybe he trusts Puppy more than everyone else.
It's probably Clive that's talked around.
Well, you have learned from previous encounters with Quava is he doesn't lie.
Yep.
As
He might
well.
not say much, but he doesn't lie.
Yes, he will admit, not lie. It is an interesting distinction.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has Sparky managed to put down the sword yet?
Sparky did when Sparky fell asleep.
Right. Of course, she then probably woke up and immediately stretched out and her hand touched the sword and suddenly stuck again.
Pretty much. I'm sure that won't end badly. There's a fly in your face. Stab.
Well, and to be fair,
Oops.
Sparky became a lot more effective with when the sword was stuck in her hand against the race, at least.
Why does this seem like a common thing where Sparky picks up something shiny and all of a sudden it's much more effective? And then she
Shiny.
I have a vague memory of a battle down the beneath of the Crow in Magnamar where it didn't apply that sort of way.
Though Sparky did have a minion there, which he absolutely traumatized
Yes.
with the help of the party. Well, the minion got to see his entire civilization burnt in front of him. All burnt alive.
Not good.
Yep. But hey, they were vermin, it's okay. Cordar's not prejudiced in any way, shape or form. As long as you're human or recognised humanoid, you're fine.
Nah.
So
Overly dramatic about what species you are? Maybe.
well, to be fair, with the mites, it was a case of, well, I say they're not even worth actually being aware enough to think about when they're bad. They're vermin. Goblins, of course, he hates.
Of course.
So,
Yes, goblins are just all bad. Why would they ever be considered good?
Which is really funny because I really want to play a goblin in this setting, but I know I'm gonna get absolutely murdered by everyone.
Yeah, basically.
Hey, you did see we did have a successful goblin bard in the group.
I know.
of course, not the one the Cordar was involved in.
Well, is that why we haven't seen quests in a very, very long time? I get it now.
I'm sure there was no accidents in on camera.
Hey,
There were no accidents in the making of this Pathfinder campaign.
Well,
I believe that.
I said on camera.
let's face it. He survived the entire 3 years at Absalon while we were going through Pathfinder training together, or at least in the same vicinity. Mainly because it was difficult for Cordar to actually get unseen.
And the goblin did have a lot more attention to it because they weren't sure a goblin would actually survive the training.
That's right.
So he was a curiosity. So yes,
Yes, you're walking under protective custody at all.
So with the echoes of the words bouncing around the vicinity, you sort of hear 87 days being repeated many times as the thunder rolls away.
Days.
Just in time for another heavy downpour to start.
Well, basically, yes. Cordar will have been up and about doing his morning exercises in Carter, and the when the downpour starts, it probably just hold the shield above head and take a spot under a bit of a canopy area whilst waiting for the others to get up at this stage. So, but encouraging people to be, as soon as you're ready, we can go cave crawling.
How hurt am I exactly? Have
Well,
I got my full hit points back overnight?
You do.
Or am I still somewhat mortally wounded?
You do have your full hit points back, but you're covered in bandages.
Oh, great.
Yeah, that's right. Technically, you're full hit points and you're not wounded, but you still might be feeling a little bit worse.
But I don't feel pretty.
And both your puppies have bandages.
Well, at least they're alive. That's good. I will scratch what unbandaged parts of puppies I can.
I bet they love it. When they start doing that shaky leg thing, you know, when you start fighting.
Much better than when they were younger and they'd peel over everything.
Yeah.
I'm happy spray.
Yeah.
So yes, Zincha comes and finds you and says if you're ready to go, probably not the best time to set out, but now's a better time than any.
Hey, I'm sure it's not raining in the caves.
Yeah, famous last words.
I would sincerely hope so, but given what we've seen on this island so far, I am not going to hold hope to that. And you know what? You just jinxed us, so you know what.
Cordyce's got to achieve something. So, yeah, okay, well, as soon as everybody's up and about, ready to go, and Zinka's ready to lead, might as well head on down. I'm sure that Willie and Sparky will catch up. Although hopefully Sparky's technically with us at the moment, he just might be a bit distracted.
Yeah, Sparky's having a hard time doing things such as eating and cleaning.
Oh, hey, she's got one hand free, hasn't she?
She does.
She'll be alright. She'll figure it out with time.
Okay, so as he reaches the area that you know as G, he starts to walk down the side of the cliff on a 2-foot wide path that looks slippery and treacherous in the rain.
Yeah, watch your step.
Yeah. Just try to walk as nicely as you can.
Okay, just making sure I get the skill rolls right. Okay, so I shall make it an acrobatics check as you're going along the ledge.
Okay.
Don't worry, it's only a 200-foot drop at this point.
Nothing to worry about, right?
26 for quarter.
21 for Fondra.
I have to go find dice because I clearly haven't used them since I was at the table last.
Well, you don't normally need them in Pathfinder. I mean, in Shadowrun.
Shadowrun.
Yeah.
And I think it has been 2 weeks since we did a D20 game through here.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Helps that I was sick for a while.
Yeah, that's right.
I have my dice bag with my favorite dice. Who always rolls really, really high for me because it loves me.
I was going to say, yeah, not the ones that kill you all the time.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, it rolled a 17, so that's a pretty good start to my evening.
I was going to suggest rolling Josh's dice because I seem to like you more than yours does.
That's true.
Acrobatics, was it, Martin?
Acrobatics it was.
30.
Okay, so as you're going along that path... Oh, apparently Sparky didn't do so well.
Ooh.
Oh, no!
Is there any story points we can re-roll for poor Sparky?
I know.
Are you sure you want to spend it on someone who's not here?
I mean, I don't know about everyone else, but I feel sorry for Sparky.
I mean, yeah, I feel sorry for Sparky. It's because she's too busy playing around with that sword.
I was going to say, let's face it, Sparky should have been the best one to do this, so there's no reason anybody would be paying attention to what Sparky was doing, because they would have assumed it would have been fine.
Exactly. Okay, so...
So would you like to use one of your 3 story points on Sparky? At the start of the game.
I kind of feel dumb, but we kind of maybe need it. I don't know. Would it... Okay, so we're walking along.
Don't worry, it's only 150 damage if Sparky falls.
Yeah.
I was about to say, Martin did just say it was a 200-foot drop, so
yeah, we
probably
should, I'm thinking.
I think it would be nice.
Yeah, let's go ahead and use a story point.
Might not get any better. Last time I did this, I rolled another 1.
Yeah.
Who knows? It might be better.
Well, I got a 7.
That's better.
It is slightly better.
That might not fall to immediate death.
I believe that's about a 15.
About, yeah. It's not immediately dead, so that's something.
Okay, so Sparky starts to slide off the path. Did anyone wish to use a reaction to save Sparky?
Is my roll high enough that I can like just do it?
You can spend your reaction saving Sparky.
Depending upon exactly where Sparky is in the fire park, because I'm guessing that he's probably not next to Corda.
I also have combat climber, so technically I have a climbing speed.
You do.
Well, so.
Okay, so you grab Sparky, and while you're grabbing Sparky, you get to make a acrobatics roll for Puppy and Giant.
Puppy and Giant.
And if either of those fail, you're going to have to choose between saving Sparky, Puppy, or Giant.
Yeah. Well, Puppy rolled better than I did, so by 1 point. So he rolled a 17. Sorry, I rolled a 17. He rolled 18, and he has an acrobatic of 9. So that's 27 for Puppy.
Hopefully fine.
Yeah, and Giant should be 25.
Okay, so apparently the rogue of the group was the least dexterous one tonight.
She was just really distracted.
So if you put that sword away, you might be better off.
Can we holster the sword or something? Like, you concentrate on one thing at a time. There's Sparky.
Well, you do see that the sword does emit a brilliant blue glow.
Might give Sparky 2 things to concentrate on: walking and breathing.
And Zurchev seems to have no trouble navigating the path.
Alright.
So yes, it winds down all the way down to the bottom, almost doing a couple of crisscrosses of the path itself. It feels very much like a goat trail.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't expect many things besides a goat being able to use it safely.
Yep.
Especially if the wind picks up.
Yep.
And you find yourself down on a pathway on the very edge of the cliff. As you can sort of see, there is a small area of ground at the bottom, represented by that little bit of stuff on the table.
Oh, that. Okay.
Which gives you... That's this.
That much space.
The only thing I haven't put out there is one for Zertia.
Gotcha.
But I'm sure I can dig one up from over here. What makes a good one for him?
I'm sure a nice con type figure would be perfect, wouldn't it? With such a goody two shoes like Xerxes.
Yep.
Well, I've given him a hatchet man.
Nice. So yeah, no, that puts us all in single file along there.
Along the edge of the
Yep.
cliff face.
We all just barely fit.
Assuming that Xerxes did not feel he had to lead down the single file, I'm assuming Cordar would be in front.
Okay, with Cordar in front, he gets to make a perception check.
Apparently my dice have only got 15 so far this evening. 24.
I mean, at least that's above average.
That's right. I'm not unhappy with 15.
Okay. Let's see what that turns out to be for you. It's always interesting when I then have to look up an effect. Okay. So I know they've moved things into the various areas.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's a hazard. I'm just hoping it's not a overwhelming hazard.
I'd be disappointed.
Okay, that one looks fairly... Okay, so I'll go for one of those CRs. That sounds good. Okay, so looking at the area, you notice a shimmering of a rune.
I love it.
Okay. So, having got down here,
as you notice it, you read the words, "I prepared explosive runes this morning," and get to make a reflex saving throw.
Hey! I must be a magician. I can read magic stuff.
If you ever read all of the Rustic, that is a joke from there. You get, one of them is giving the other PCs, "I prepared explosive runes this morning."
Oh.
What did you say, reflex?
Yep.
25.
25. Okay,
Unfortunately, I didn't quite maintain my 15, but I got a 14 instead.
So if Cordar was at the front, who was behind Cordar?
I don't know where's Duza with I presume Sparky and I would probably be up the rear, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, apparently you're up with Cordar at the moment.
Oh, okay, well.
So
Never mind.
looks like Dooza and both puppies get to make reflex saving throws.
Way.
On the plus side, as you leap out of the way, you don't have to leap off 200-foot cliff.
Yeah, I mean, that's good.
The old adage, it could be worse.
It could be worse. Could be. Reflex saving throw. Reflex. That's right. 29 for Doozle. $23 for Puppy. And that's a natural 20 for Giant. Why? Seriously. So that's a total of, 30 upgraded for Giant?
So Giant's the only one who takes no damage.
Oh, wow.
Oh no.
Giant could smell the ruin a mile away, apparently.
Whereas the rest of you take fire damage. And
Ouch.
it is 8 fire damage each.
Oh.
That's for having saved or not saved.
That's for having, that's the half damage for saving.
Yep. I kind of hope we all saved. Because if we didn't, that was it.
As there is a big boom coming from where Cordar was standing.
Okay. Now,
apparently
I can
your
play
trap
all-
detection works just as well as Sparky's usually does.
It's called. I wonder if this is a trap. Touch it. Yep, it's a trap.
At least he didn't lick it. And yes, that has happened.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah. Now, as a player, I was just about to ask the question of, well, now that we're down here, did Clegg actually tell us anything about these caves? Has he been there before, anything about them? That he can actually talk to the party about that I've forgotten of?
He said he had been down here previously. And at the back, Clegg goes, "Oh, so you found the door."
Right. So Clegg had been down here but not been into them, or?
He was very vague and kept changing the topic.
Okay, right. So, yes, as we know, we can trust him implicitly. Yeah, so if he's, I guess we don't have to worry about knocking then.
Yeah.
And yes, you realise that the ward was sitting on a secret door.
Right. Is the secret door still there?
Oh, that's cool.
Or is it now an open space?
I'm gonna presume it's now an open, like, gaping hole in the side of the mountain, but whatever.
Neat. That's really cool.
As I then put in a bit more stuff for you.
Yep, I'm assuming we can now see through the gap a bit.
Yep. The wall has now opened up. So we can carefully get off of the cliff, said to Sparky.
What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, absolutely.
Not that one.
There he is. We just saved your character from imminent death. You're welcome.
Okay.
Yeah. Apparently, Sparky's the only one that couldn't walk down a
Precarious.
relatively wide pathway down a cliff face.
Was Martin rolling?
Yes.
I knew that's why I didn't trust him with other stuff. Okay.
Well, that's what you get for letting me roll.
Yeah.
Seriously, most of the outfit.
What? We were all rolling, and then like by the time we figured out what's going on, it was Martin rolling for.
I asked you not to try to kill. They let Martin kill my character.
Hey,
If you hadn't left
you
a message
wouldn't
saying
die.
you wanted me to roll for you, I would have rolled a 16 for you.
Yeah, that's okay. I should have.
When
okay.
you watch the beginning, you'll note that we all were really concerned about your character. We even used
Like
a
3
reroll
seconds.
for you, and then Dooza saved your ass.
Yep.
It's okay. We're even now, dudes. It's okay.
So
No problem.
with the secret door opening, would
Yes.
Carter want to be the first one in?
Can I just, before we get too much further, possibly while Mark is introducing his character,
Oh yeah.
Martin, is
Yep.
it possible to swap the cameras over? We probably don't need the big map if we've got the table, like the internal. That'd be great. Thank you.
There we go. That's better.
So you'll see on camera, we're all along over here.
Yep.
So
Martin, I will make a small note with that screen. It says player Kesley in the middle of it, so I'm not sure entirely what level that name is on, but it's not on the right one.
That's the new druid form that she has. So.
it's fine.
There we go.
So yeah, all of us, all right here in line, and then doorway right here.
So did I lose
Nice.
any HP or not? Or?
No,
I
it's
think about it.
Corda did the track detection for you.
He used your example.
Oh, that way. Okay, yeah. Yeah. The only rogue that's got skills and traps, but can't seem to see any.
Yeah, just like can't walk down a wide path on a cliff face.
Does this go back to the whole look with your eyes, not your hands kind of thing?
Yes. But hey, at least looking with your hands is better than look with your tongue.
Mm.
And yes, that has happened enough. It became a thing. Do not lick became one of the comments that happened not long after that.
Apparently, for some reason, the party SOP had not previously included that statement. I can't imagine why it hadn't been in there before.
It's one of the sensors. You got to try it out.
Yeah. So are you going to introduce yourself, Mark?
I will. I'm playing Sparky Amber Spark. What's my last name again? Amber Spark. Yeah, Sparky Amber Spark. I'm a dwarven rogue who has no facial hair, which is very strange.
Not just facial hair, you have no hair whatsoever.
Okay. I am a not a zealot, but more of
To be
a.
fair, no one's checked beyond his head. Her head.
I am a dwarf, not a gnome. Rogue. Also with my fancy new sword. Okay. So.
Which did get mentioned earlier with the almost falling off the cliff.
Yeah.
I will try to save the sword before saving myself.
Well, stop looking at the sword. Look where your feet are.
Yeah, I know. But the sword's so interesting. You don't understand how much interest a rogue would have in the sword.
Well, a nice bright light that means you can't go around in the dark anymore.
If I remember right, it saved your ass last time. Remember that?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
That was clearly stated in the introduction.
That's okay, because I don't think I'll be stealth rolling with that sword anytime soon. You can go first, Jeremy. I'm not going to take, because I think I'll just light up the whole room.
So, Okay, well, can we see anything in this chamber?
Well, I will be doing an initiative check for everyone.
Okay. What, you mean someone heard our knock?
Well, it was a big boom after all.
True.
I mean, sorry, we used knock.
I think Cordo's specific words were after Clegg said, "Oh, I see you found the door," was, "I guess we don't have to knock."
This is knockings for plebs, right?
Aha! Combat starting. Now the dice is scratching up.
Well, they all know when to do it. They wouldn't want you to feel left out, you know that.
Mm.
Okay. I've got 26 on the dice, man.
Apparently the highest roll you've had so far today.
Hey, you're supposed to be rolling D20s, not D100s.
It's a big blue Icewind Dale dice.
It is perception.
Yeah.
19.
You still shouldn't have a 26 on it.
Well, it doesn't have 26, but when you got plus 15 initiative, so it does help a little bit. So.
Yes.
That looks like that's good.
Hey, Cordo has half a chance of beating that one.
Yeah, that's like Cordo might actually go first. Or something.
Bruiser got 29. Puppy and Giant got 23 and 24 respectively. Oh no, they take my initiative.
They
don't
go on
they?
your initiative. So what did Doosa get?
29.
Okay, and what was
Sorry, I
Corda's?
forgot that we went to like.
Cordo's on 16.
Oh, maybe that was-
Okay, so that means that Doomsday is apparently the first one to go. You're right next to the door.
Am I still holding Sparky? To stop
No,
Well,
that was halfway down, or that was
That was half
right near the top of the cliff. So
Why didn't you give Mark a quick recap of what he's missed, and I'll go to the bathroom.
Okay. Death, destruction, and a ruin that went boom. Oh, and you also almost fell off a cliff because Martin rolled you a nat 1.
so basically, we gave the recap from the session where we faced the wraiths in the lighthouse.
Yep.
We got up this morning to the lovely dulcet tones of the Sandpoint Devil saying 87, I think it was.
No, it's my gods, my prophet gods.
Okay, well, yeah, there you are. And then we basically confirmed the decision we'd made the previous night that said, yep, we'll go down to the caves and see if we can find a back entrance or a underground entrance into this crater. And so Clegg showed us the way down to the caves. It was pouring with rain. Apparently, that was the reason Sparky slipped while she was looking at her sword, or almost slipped. And one day, actually, no, Sparky did slip, and Deuce actually saved him. Got to the bottom of the cliff face, this pathway, and Cordar was looking around and said, "What's that say? Oh, something about explosive rooms." And so therefore we knocked on the door, and the door's now open. Initiative. All caught up?
Yeah, so that's all right.
Knock, knock, open up the door.
I do feel Doozer's owed has paid off Sparky's debt after saving her, so I think it's all good. Or him, sorry. So yeah, no, all good. I'm all up to date, and we did the usual. Let's knock on the door to see if anyone's in there first, kind of thing. So
Well,
Absolutely.
it is Duzar's go to go first.
Yep. So what's Doozer doing? I'm assuming you probably can't see those creatures, those figures that Martin just placed.
No, probably not. So I'm probably just gonna waltz straight in.
Would you ever do it any other way?
No.
Probably there.
And I believe puppies are given the command follow.
Usually.
That would have been the last one they've been given, so coming down the cliff face.
Yeah, they would. Yeah, they would have been following me this whole time.
Okay,
So that was...
How many squares was
Is that one movement, one action?
How far can Duza move?
Is it 25?
25?
Then that would be correct.
Yeah.
So yes, you've got one move, and I'll give you a description of what you can see as you've moved into the room. Water drips along the walls of this damp cavern. So technically, it is raining inside. The cave itself is...
Jesus.
The cave itself is cluttered with bits of rubble and debris, much which seems to be from a strange blackened form of rock, quite different in appearance from the rocks that make up the walls of the cavern. The ceiling slopes up to the north from a height of about 10 feet near the southern exit to a height of 25 feet in the north. And you can see two black-robed figures with crossbows raised in your direction.
Two
And-
black figures in
Black
row.
robed figures with crossbows. One of them is quite close to you by the looks of it right now, and you've got 2 actions still to do.
Well, I mean, we've kind of spooked them.
Well, you potentially have surprise on your side right now, yes. They weren't expecting someone to come through the fireball.
Yeah, that'd just be crazy talk.
Yeah.
I don't want to attack them straight away because we've kind of spooked them. And did we talk about whether there'd be people in the cave or not?
You did not.
Well, that's what I said. Clegg was very evasive about what he actually was getting in these caves. So,
Oh, right. Okay. Well, then I don't
Well-
really want to attack them unless
Well, what
they
about if you-
are potentially
what about if you-
friendly.
use an action to take a closer look and see what they look like and what they are.
Yeah, I'll what would that be? Perception?
That would
Perception
be a skill check. Which skill would you like to make a check with?
roll? I mean, I could go athletics and do my whole I am Juza and flex my arm.
Well, I meant to identify, but if you'd like to do an athletics check to identify them with athletics, that's completely up to you.
I'm not certain what you're going to get at. I'm not certain we're going to get at the identifier. You'll work out whether or not they're athletic.
What are the options? They're usually perception, nature, that kind of thing. As
Possibly Silver Society might be there if we're talking.
Oh, Duza Society is rubbish though.
you got Pathfinder law.
I
Everyone has.
do have Pathfinder law. I'll do perception.
Okay, so give me a perception roll.
That is a 30.
Okay, with a 30, yes, you can see that they are definitely humanoids here in the dark without much light. With some bluey coloured eyes that you can see.
Bluey colored.
Bluey-
Cordo's
bluey sort of
got
colour.
dark vision and low light, doesn't she?
I have low light.
Low light, is it right? Yep.
I don't know what you have. You probably, as an elf, probably have dark vision?
No, yeah, I've got low light as well. I can orc. I wasn't certain whether you had dark vision or low light. So
No, I have low light.
yeah.
Okay, so they have blue eyes, so they're humanoid but not human.
Oh, perception doesn't tell you what sort of thing they are. You just were admiring them in the darkness.
I mean, seeing as they do have crossbows aimed at me, I will get one of my axes out. Well, actually, no. I'll quick draw one axe, and I'll use my third action to get the second one out. Just so I'm armed and ready, if need be.
You might want to. You might find it worthwhile to actually use an action to actually get close to one of them, so that if it tries to fire at you, you can hit him instead.
Yeah.
That's true. I mean, how close am I to the other one? Can I do it in a...
You are 4 or 5 squares away from the other one.
But basically, a full move from one of them, and an easy move to get to the other.
Yeah.
Well, alright. I'll do quick draw and then move in nice and close to the guy who's next to me,
Okay.
and be his friend with an axe to his face.
Okay, so you've moved up adjacent to him. Okay, so it is now.
Just so you can get a closer look.
No.
It is.
You don't want to shout.
It is now Sparky's turn.
Okay, the great Sparkolio.
You might want to move closer to the mic.
Sorry, is that better?
That is better.
It's good.
Sorry. So, because I'm not in the room, so I'll move into the room first.
And how far can you move?
20 feet.
So could you move Sparky 20 feet? So 4 squares.
That just puts her in the doorway.
In the doorway? Yep.
Now, I assume my sword's still out at the moment, is that true?
It's never away unless you're asleep.
Yeah, okay.
So it is glowing blue light still?
Yep.
But probably not enough to actually highlight the people in here. You probably only got the dog, I would think, in the light space.
Yeah. I can't see anything now. I see that dude's around the corner with something, so I'll go use another action to go 20 feet.
So another more 4 squares for Sparky.
Thank you, Casey.
Put you. Yeah, that'll put you behind either Puppy or Giant.
And you're still not that close to them. Would you like to make a check to identify the creatures?
Sparky has got dark vision, hasn't she?
I've got greater dark vision.
Yeah.
So, but I'll use I'm going to go so we've fought undead so far, haven't we? So I'm going to go Pathfinder lore check.
Okay, Pathfinder lore check won't actually tell you what race or species they are, but you can do one. It's much like athletics wasn't going to tell you what one was either.
Okay.
But you're always welcome to make the check.
Yeah, I'd go society, I would think would be your most likely one.
Yeah, okay, I'll go society then. I'll just use society roll. So, you ready to roll that?
Yes, you get to roll. It's an action.
That's 15 total.
Just looking at what the DC is. Should not be that hard to look up, but it's always fun when you're trying to balance things around. On a 15, I think that was actually a success. What'd you get, a 15?
15 total, yeah.
No, actually you struggle to identify who they are. They're obviously well covered.
Can I just say hello? And they all see the small thing with the blue light. So I assume they're friendly because everyone's friendly.
And then,
Okay.
is it me you're looking for? So I gotta fill in for Josh somehow.
Okay, so the one next to Dooza quick draws a short sword and swings at Dooza.
Oh
Hitting an armor class of 15, obviously not doing very well.
No.
The sword got slightly stuck in the scabbard doing the quick draw.
But has another swing. And this time hits armor class 26.
That hits. Even with the -5?
It's not a -5.
Probably a -4 potentially. Short sword, agile.
Maybe. Yeah, Agile wasn't. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But also, depending upon exactly, he might have used something like precise shot for his foot, not precise, something or other that means that you don't actually count if you miss it.
Yeah, right.
Something that Cordar's got exacting strike.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
I should get that. That sounds useful.
Well, it
And
just means that a miss does not count towards your attack penalty, your multiple attack penalty.
and does 7 damage to Dooza with a slice.
Damn it.
And then does a 5-foot step back. Whereas the one across the cavern shoots at Dooza with a crossbow.
How dare he?
They don't do very well.
And he apparently shot his friend.
Or break the string.
Yeah.
There is a snapping sound and followed by a curse.
Okay, the crossbow string got wet because it's raining in the cave.
Yeah.
Thanks, Corder.
Yes, all that moisture is bad for the crossbows, apparently.
Yes.
Please don't make me choke on my dinner.
So
Would you
then,
rather choke with a crossbow bolt?
Maybe.
If so, you're eating the wrong dinner.
Apparently.
and then it casts a spell at Dooza.
Cast a spell at me? How dare you?
It does, and it hits you because you do not get a saving throw.
Oh, boo. What is it?
You are outlined in a bright pink light.
Are you cast fairy fire on
I
me?
think so.
Really?
Yep.
As is Puppy, Giant, and Sparky.
Can I use a free action to like flex my like pink muscles? Please.
Sure, you pose now that you're well lit.
So Sparky's outlined in sort of light purple.
Okay, so it now becomes Fondra's go. What would Fondra like to do next?
I don't know what's happening. It's in a cave. I'll go ahead and head on. This time's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That puts me in the doorway. When I'm in the doorway,
You might have heard Dooza go, "Ow!"
Yeah, probably.
And you see, instead of just everyone being lit up blue,
Yeah.
everyone's lit up blue and pink. So a very purplish colour. Obviously something different has happened in here.
Yeah. I don't think they're supposed to be lit up that way. So,
But you get a good look at Dooza's muscles in pink.
This is gonna be like one of those like Instagram videos, you know, for all the body the weightlifters when they have like all those lights on them and stuff. With that, just double checking. Not worth much use so far. But use a. It doesn't say that it's a touch spell. Range 30 feet. Okay. Would I be able to use guidance on Duzo?
You would be able to use guidance on Doomsday.
Okay, that is a 1.
Yeah, as long as you move up and touch him if it's a touch spell.
Yeah, no, it's range 30 feet, so
30
that'll
feet.
be okay. So I'll use my 1 cantrip on Duza to give him guidance for his next go. So +1 status bonus to attack roll, perception check, saving throw, or skill check. Until the duration ends. Until my next turn. With that, I technically have to do 2 cantrips and
How many actions does your cantrip take?
1.
Then you can do whatever you like with your next one.
Okay.
But it can't be another cantrip.
Okay.
Is there a specific thing saying 1 cantrip only?
That's what I
Oh,
can't.
is it one spell or any or for everything?
I thought it was 1 spell, but I didn't know the rule on cantrips.
I could be wrong, but I thought it was, generally speaking, it was 1 spell casting, unless you had possibly some sort of feat might allow you to do extra ones. But
Well, normally most spells take more than 1 action to cast.
Yeah.
yeah,
I think there's only like 2 or 3 that have a single. Like,
no action cast. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, I mean, tell you what you want to do with the third one, it may not matter, just, unless you specifically want to do it like a guidance or something.
Because if I can, my plan is to also cast guidance on Sparky
Isn't
and then
guidance
get out of the doorway
concentration?
space.
Invisible guidance is concentration, huh?
And if it is, then you can only get 1 concentration up at a time.
Oh, there we go.
Where
Yeah, it is
is
concentration,
my-
so it'll only be 1. Okay, that's okay. Well then, I'm just gonna use my other 2 actions just to get
So
out of
there's always a limit, and that was a limiting factor.
concentration. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, that's okay. I'm just gonna move out of the way for other people to rush in. So,
That's a nice idea.
yeah. And I will get my staff out as a ready thing. Or I guess just to get it out, because I don't have quick draw, so I don't have, it will take an action to get it out, is that right?
It would take an action to get it out, yes.
Okay, so second action move, third action get the staff out, done.
Okay. So that is done, and that brings us to Cordar. You've eventually gotten to go.
Yep. Did you say staff you're getting out?
I have a staff, yes.
You're probably ready yet, but I would think you already had it out, just what would help you getting up the pathway more safely. But so,
Sandra is used to being an owl sometimes, so she doesn't necessarily rely on other
true,
surveillance.
yes, true. She may well have flown down.
Yeah.
Anyway, so how far away is Cordar? I'm assuming Cordar is basically at the doorway, having just opened the thing to look through. So
Yeah.
he should be able to see what's happening in there.
Yeah.
How far away is he from the either of the apparent baddies?
1, 2. 9 or 10 squares.
Okay. In which case, he will draw his sword and activate the flame as he basically moves forward a total of 10 squares, 50 feet.
That'll put you directly in front of the one that was hurting Duza.
Okay, okay.
Oh, you keep
I'll be
flanking. Nice.
I'll be a separate target to try and go through and be in front of Doomsday from the between Doomsday and the crossbower, so that's all right too. So,
Yep.
I don't suppose Cordar recognises these things at all immediately without using an action.
Well, you haven't had that much of a look at it, and light is
Happy with
bouncing
that.
around weirdly at the moment.
Yep. Well, so he's got his flaming sword out. He's like 6 pieces. But you were saying the fact that the light was a sort of we worked out a light purple.
Yep.
Cordi's glad to hear that it's light purple because last time we came across dark purple, that ended badly for Corda. Because I'm pretty certain the crystals that turned him into a dark elf were dark purplish.
They were. Okay, so that brings us to some other people joining the fight.
Oh, lucky then.
Great.
A party.
Okay, so 2 crossbowmen step in. And both of them shoot at Corda, who's facing away from them.
Shooting him in the back. Oh.
Yeah, that'll probably hit.
So, would a 30 be normally a critical?
No. 30 is not upgraded. Okay. AC is 20. Actually, yeah, AC is 23, not 25. I haven't got shield yet.
Yep, so hey, you're lucky that they can't do that with you.
Yep.
So, it is 11 damage to you in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And you get to make a saving throw.
Oh, goody.
Is that a fort?
Assuming fort save, is it?
I believe it is fort save. I'm just trying to find the actual...
21.
$21 should be fine. I believe it's actually in the main book under poisons. Don't you love how everything is always shifted around to different places? Well, now that there's a poison section of treasure. I may as well look up the actual poison and see just how lucky he is.
Or unlucky to find out the fact that 21's not enough.
What are they using? Lethargy poison. Okay, so what did you roll?
21.
Okay, so you shouldn't be good for the moment.
Okay.
That's handy to know, right?
Let's face it. If I get hit with enough crossbow bolts, I don't die of poison.
The second one hits you at 24 AC.
24, that's it, yep.
Okay, and it does 8 points of piercing damage.
Do I need to roll the poison save again?
You will, and the DC has increased.
Well, 22?
Well, luckily your saving throw increased.
Okay. 8 points of damage from it, wasn't it, from the crossbow?
It was.
Yep.
And some more come in, and they attack whichever's furthest from Doomsday, Giant or Poppy.
I think Poppy usually comes in second. Sorry, Giant usually comes in second, so Giant.
Okay, so that would be an 18 to hit Giant, and a 14 to hit Giant.
What is it? Is 20s or no?
Good boy, Giant.
What was the first one in? 16?
18 and 14.
Oh, 18 and 14. Yeah, still no. AC is 20. And hey, guess what? You just pissed off the puppies, so congratulations, guys. I'm pretty sure I don't even have to command them to attack. Because they're just gonna do it.
Yeah, they started attacking giant Fondra's new targets are those guys.
Is that right button, or do I still have to command them? Or have I trained them enough for them that if they get attacked that they just start mauling on people?
They automatically defend themselves.
I mean, I know I taught Poppy that. I've been teaching Giant the same thing, so...
Yeah, they normally defend themselves, not each other.
Yeah, so Giant would just go attack. Does that mean I would still have to command Poppy to attack?
Okay.
That
Another
doesn't
one
work.
is, and you hear a female elven voice cast a spell.
Coming from the same direction as where these 2 crossbowmen and 2 swordsmen have come from?
Yep.
Yep.
That's probably not very good.
Okay, I should really look up and see what that spell does in this edition.
No.
It
That's what it's
backfires miscast onto the caster. Sure, that's what it says.
So target Sparky, I get it.
No. You've done enough already, Martin, tonight. You don't need to do anymore.
Hey, he hasn't hit you once yet.
Just roll the dice is enough, I think. I think a 1 on the 1. He's had his fun tonight, he doesn't need to do anything.
Okay, so,
your character.
M, could you please make 2 will saves for the 2 puppies?
2 will saves.
They have just been given the suggestion to attack Sparky.
Hey, they probably get disadvantage on the will save there.
I don't think they hit Sparky. That was a will, though. I mean, I don't know. They might. don't give Martin ideas, okay? Poor Sparky.
No. I'm sure the dogs don't dislike Sparky.
I mean, now that they're healed up, they probably feel a little bit better about it. But
Well, what did they get on their will saves?
Puppy got 24. The Giant will get 22.
Okay, so the next time you act, both Poppy and Giant attack Sparky.
Even if I command them not to?
Well, they've just been will controlled.
No,
Well,
okay.
and to be fair, your command is probably going to be attack. And
Yes, but it's gonna be
go for
attack those guys over
The
there.
one time
Not
I
attack.
have a spell against us, I can prepare it.
But it wouldn't be unreasonable that Duke would assume that you know which ones that attack and point in that direction. Unfortunately, Sparky can get on for me as well.
I'm so mad. I finally figured out my spells, and then I figured out the ones that I prepared for today, and one of the ones that I chose, I did not prepare. Ah!
The GM always tries to be helpful.
Absolutely.
Okay, so who are we up to?
We're up to the last surprise coming out.
Yay.
I'm glad it's the last one.
Sparky's brother.
Also has me worried about what the last one is.
Okay.
Well, we
so,
know we have at least 2 spellcasters.
right next to Fondra, a demon just comes out of the ground.
Oh, that's fine.
Hey, maybe it's an undead demon. I'll be scared of the blue light.
Maybe.
Well, there's so many other lights here now.
Yeah.
Now I have to look up another spell. I'm sure it's not a bad one.
Yeah, definitely for a demon.
Okay, so it is a will saving throw for Fundra.
Yep. 17. Not bad.
17. Is that the total?
Yeah, that was a bad one.
So that is a critical fail.
Oh,
Ouch.
just to suspend things, can I interrupt?
Yep.
Yeah.
2 literally won't fit my containers, and I literally don't want to use them up. Chocolate, peppermint, vanilla, strawberry, please pick one.
Hands struggled with that. Okay, so
Thank you.
the demon's now removed from the table.
Yay!
And Fundra is now a passenger in her own body.
Yay! Love this. This is great.
I'm glad I gave you a mac.
Wait, did the demon literally just possess you?
Yeah!
Anyway,
That was a fun time.
although, admittedly, the rest of the party may not actually have noticed the fact that it happened.
No, probably not.
Yeah, probably not, honestly. Y'all are a little too busy, and Fondra did step to the side specifically, so.
Yep. So that is always an interesting thing. As like I've never actually pulled that spell out before, so I literally had no idea what it did.
Nice.
I actually didn't even look at its spell list, to be honest. I went, what does that do? Okay, I'll give that a try.
And then, yeah.
Okay, so it is now Deuce's go.
Alright.
Take that ammo and take it against you.
Keep in mind, wait. Since I'm now possessed, does that mean I lose concentration and they no longer have guidance?
Pretty much.
Ah, so I was completely useless. Got it.
You walked in, you said some heebie-jeebie magic words.
Yeah.
You cast magic, and now your eyes glow red.
As far as I know, I did something.
Even though Martin has said that my puppies are under a will thingy, Dooza doesn't know that, so he was going to command them to attack the guy who broke his bowstring. They don't have to move through anyone to do that, though, do they?
Yeah, they have to
Yeah,
move
they
through because they've got the 2 guys that actually attack them.
The
or attack
swordsmen
giants anyway.
are in the way.
Yeah, so the first people
Okay.
are here and here.
Yeah.
Puppies here, giants here, swordmen are in front of giant. And
Oh,
then
okay,
the
alright, well, then-
the 3 new people are over here.
Oh, right.
That's right. yeah.
Well, I will command Puppy and Giant to attack the guy who hurt Giant.
Yep.
Yep.
But they don't.
Um,
Okay, so do
painful,
full attacks against Sparky.
Full attacks against.
Yeah, all you see is them turning around and attacking the wrong way.
Oh, Sparky, I'm not sure if you're gonna like this or not, but
It's okay. I'm between 2, you got it.
I don't know. Puppy might. Let's roll a 16 and what is his attack? Is Jaws, which is plus 9. 25.
You hit.
So that is a 1d8 plus 2. Wow. That is 9 damage from Puppy.
Yep, got that count.
And Giant might miss. Maybe even critically? No, it wouldn't be critical. Maybe actually. 13.
What is Sparky's armor class?
Between 2, so luckily just didn't get a critical.
And so that was their first attack. They will do a second attack.
Oh, that was it. But that has a minus. Is it 3?
-4.
Oh,
Because
minus
they are, I believe, agile.
Okay.
23.
You
Just
got
above
me?
the magic number.
That is the magic number. Apparently, these guys are very good at what they do.
Well, Deuces trained them since they were puppies, so you know. And I'm pretty sure next level I get the animal companion enhancement thingy. So puppy is gonna become pretty lethal.
I don't know, you say you train them since puppies, so obviously not very long in the case of puppy.
Well, I think puppy is what? How many game years have we had now? Like
It's 5 years old.
5, yeah. And giant, I think, is like maybe a year by now.
I think Giant's about 2 years.
Oh, 2 years. Okay, yeah.
I say puppy might even be older than 5 if you counted it when you were time at Absalom as well.
I think I got him halfway through that training, so maybe he's 6.
So, how much damage did you do with the second hit?
6.
Yep.
Okay, and then the last attack?
Yep. 18, so that won't hit.
Okay, so that's your command for the puppies to attack, and you're a little surprised that they're not attacking the target you chose.
Yep. Alright, well, I'll deal with that later.
Obviously, you gestured in the wrong direction for them.
Apparently.
Or maybe Sparky forgot to give him the treat last night.
Maybe. I'm going to, as a second action, Hunter's Mark the other guy in front of me.
Mm.
And then I'm going to quick draw my second axe and wail.
So, quick draw, take the 5-foot step as a maneuver that doesn't provoke.
Oh, that's right, he stepped back.
He
didn't
did.
You move back, yeah.
Does that take an action?
It does take an action to do a 5-foot step.
Yeah.
It was why he did it. Because he's not dumb.
Apparently.
Well, it's one of the few times you're seeing me use strong tactics against the party.
What was I
Yeah.
gonna say? Like, this was the first time, I would say in almost any game, that I've seen you move them like a party would move.
That's because most of the time you're fighting disjointed fighters.
Yeah.
Or effectively low intelligence animals and monsters.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he's Hunter's Mark now, so if he's still alive by the next round, you can be sure he's not going to be by the end of it.
That's you still get an attack on him because you can take a step forward and then.
No, that's 3 actions. So command the puppies,
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hunter's Mark, and the
And the
5-foot step.
I know,
Yeah.
it hurts, doesn't it?
Mm. Mm.
Okay, so now it is... we skipped Fondra. So Fondra, what attack spell does Fondra have?
She prepared, the one that you want. Animal form. And she
Can she cast it on herself or others?
She cast it on herself.
Can she cast it on others?
She could. Let me double check once again.
Because
1 minute.
that could be quite devastating on the party if she can.
On yourself.
On yourself only?
Yes. Lasts for 1 minute. 8 bear, bull, canine, cat, deer, frog, or shark, or snake.
What is the most devastating?
They're actually all pretty. Probably a bear or
We'll go with bear.
canine. Yeah, bear, probably.
You turn into a bear. Let's see, do I actually have a bear? I think I may have a bear if I've got the right.
See, this was going to be my plan if I wasn't possessed anyway. So, as far as the party can go, this
Yes.
is all going to plan.
Okay, we're still going normal.
So I feel that I'm going to get beat up by beasts at the moment. But
I think
that's all
so.
I'm gonna do. Yeah.
Don't worry, it's all good. Until someone loses an eye.
So AC
So far, we might be left with an eye.
AC 21, 5 temporary hit points.
No, definitely not these ones floating around. That can be close enough to the bear. It's a troll from the original board game for D&D.
That's fine. Alright, here we go. I'm a bear.
How many actions is the spell?
2.
Okay, then for the third action, it moves up next to Sparky.
Oh no, Sparky.
Don't you just feel so safe, Sparky?
Sparky's just getting a nice furry hug from lots of furries.
Okay, so now we're up to the drow guards. You recognise them? They're pink skins, pinky purple skins as drow, especially when they continue to attack. So instead of attacking Quarter, it attacks the one who did the hunter's mark on it. So it attacks Duzo. And that would be an hitting armor class 24.
That hits.
And does 13 points of slashing damage.
Wow.
Run to the restroom.
And then it does 2 5-foot steps to back away from you.
Wise choice.
Mainly because it was the easiest way to get away from Quarter as well without triggering. The other one does a quick draw, pulls its sword, steps up to Quarter, and does a single swing, hitting armor class 23.
What you need.
And does 8 points of slashing damage. And does a 5-foot step back on more of an angle. So basically splitting your targets on that side.
Okay.
Okay, so it is now Quarter. Sorry, Sparky's go. I missed Sparky. Sparky's up. Sparky feels a little surrounded.
Okay, the two people with the white things on their head
Yep.
attack the dogs. I'm not within reach of those, am I?
No, the puppies seem to be guarding them. You are... you are right here. They are there.
Okay.
You can try to move and see if you provoke.
Can I disengage?
There is no disengage in this as far as I know. You got the 5-foot step.
Oh, sorry. Because I'm surrounded
I
either
thought
side.
disengage was a skill.
Can I go? Is there space between the two dogs to go 5-foot step in front of that guy that tried to attack the dogs?
Just looking up movement.
I don't know.
From what I can see, it looks like a 5-foot diagonal step would take you diagonally next to one of the drow
It would. So you take you from
and go between the dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was looking to do.
Obviously, and if that was your intent, that's where you wanted to get to, then obviously the disengage potential doesn't matter anyway. So,
There is no disengage action.
Yeah, no, so I'll just do the 5-foot step towards one of the drows that try to attack the dogs.
Yep.
And since my sword's already out, and I give Doozer a strange look while we're doing this, why the dogs are attacking me kind of look. And then I'll swing at this person that swinged at the puppies because, no one hurts the puppies. So
Okay.
Now, I'm trying to remember from last session, Martin. The blue sword had a +1 on it? Or?
It did.
Okay, cool. Just want to double check. Okay, first swing is a 27.
27 is a hit.
Okay. And I thought it was just a D8 +1, and I don't think I remember what you've been told what the blue light does. So
I did not tell you.
no. It's 4 damage. Slashing. And whatever the blue light does.
Okay. So that was Sparky's go. Now we're up to Quarter.
So one of the drow guards is 5 feet away, and the other one is how far away?
One of them, well, there's no way you can get both of them in range.
No, I was just saying right now, one of them is 5 foot away, and one's how far?
Each of them is 5 foot away from you.
Okay.
They basically split it in such a way that you have to step
One way or
one way or
another.
the other.
That's fair enough. Well, I'm not going to step at all. I'm going to lunge. And neither of them actually been hit yet, have they?
Neither of these have been hit yet, no.
Okay. I will lunge at the one that Duka hasn't hunted Mark.
Yep.
Okay.
Like on the idea that way. Okay,
He's
so
not
I'm going
moving,
for-
he's
Oh,
lunging.
yeah, lunging.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, not moving. Not moving. I'm lunging so I can reach within, get attacking from 5 feet away.
They hadn't planned for that,
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
but they had planned for you to move.
Indeed. 17 plus 19 is 36.
36.
AC.
36 becomes a critical hit.
Nice. Two D12 for a total of 3.
Oh, come on.
Come on.
So 8
Your,
points.
your crit is pathetic.
Well, sorry, so the crit makes it doubled, so 16 damage plus 7 points of persistent fire.
It's so sad.
Okay, so that brings us to the
To my second action.
Oh, your second action, yes. As your next action.
I will take another stab at him with the lunge. 16, so 35 AC.
That also becomes a critical hit.
Come on, you better.
Somewhat better this time. Total of 19 on the dice.
Oh, there we
so
go.
that's 19.
Did you actually give you a dice with the talk this time?
Sorry, what I get? 19, 24, 48. And take the persistent fire up to 10.
Okay, so how would you like to describe taking him down?
Okay, I've just gone for stab you, thrust once, thrust again, through the neck, and job done. Take the sword out, give it a flick off with to get rid of the burning blood, and I'll use my last action to raise the shield up. Taking away take the hand, one hand off the weapon to raise it into the shield. So.
This guy's dead.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so there's a double twang of hand crossbows coming from the doorway aimed at Quarter. Okay, so that'd be a 25 and a 23.
The 25 will hit, not the 23.
Okay, so that one's doing 7 points of piercing damage. And you get to make another saving throw.
Goody. Hey, I'm sure I'm getting immune to it now, aren't I? That's how it works, isn't it?
Well, if you
Yeah,
get enough
I-
of it, I'm sure you will be.
Yeah, I spent the last 5 years putting up immunity to our poison. Only I'm starting now. But it looks like I'm working on it because that's 18 to 28.
Okay, yes, you're still shrugging off the drowsiness. As you see them reload their crossbows.
As I said, I'm going to die from the crossbow bolt before I die from poison, so it's okay.
I believe that suggestion is a concentration. Just checking to confirm.
Yep.
Actually, doesn't.
I wouldn't guarantee it.
It's not.
No,
It's
I
not
thought it's just a quick statement of do this, and then...
That's it.
So,
So doesn't it technically mean the dogs should have attacked the dude I told them to on my turn?
Oh no, they've been commanded to. It lasts for duration.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a duration.
they just don't need to make... They're not concentrating on that duration.
Yep.
So unless you break the spell, they're going to keep doing it.
Like it's a step up from command, which is the one action. They'll do one action once type stuff. So
Yeah, which is what? Yeah.
well, command spell, not command you do. So
Oh well, yeah. It's the
as
same
in
thing,
command
though.
cantrip. Yeah.
I'm just hoping that because I hit the other guy that they might think, oh, Mark, this person's a really nice guy, and actually don't attack me.
This guy is swell.
Well, I attacked the person who attacked them. Thought it was a good thing.
Who's their friend at the moment?
I'm hoping this. Hope there's no sort of bad regrets from previous sessions long time ago.
I'm sure there's something they didn't prepare earlier. Okay, so the caster in the doorway casts the spell at Doozer.
Fantastic.
Doozer gets to make a fortitude saving throw.
Fortitude saving throw.
Would be worse.
Be worse. 26.
26. Well, I guess you take some damage.
Really? Ow. Okay.
Probably one that's escaped for half.
Oh yeah, probably.
Hopefully. And hopefully you saved.
She actually rolled under the target number.
Oh no.
Oh.
Really? Oh.
And you take 18 points of negative damage
Ow? Ow?
as she cast harm on you.
Ow?
Harm?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
What is that word?
And yes,
Yeah.
that could potentially easily be Cordar hoping for some strength for my Armade.
Okay, so the bear
Yep.
will move into where Sparky was and then attack Sparky.
Okay.
Enjoy.
In the diagonal, basically.
Do you get to roll like a resistance at the end of your turn to that?
Not with the critical fail.
Oh.
It's so sad.
She's along for the ride.
Yeah. So
Oh, wow.
it is.
It would have been a shorter duration if she didn't critically fail.
Yeah.
Your attack modifier is +9. Okay. 20.
Miss.
Does have flanking, so gets 22.
22.
Damn it, I didn't raise my shield. Yeah.
Okay, and then that is
I'm sorry, they are working together.
No, that's fair enough. That's
2d8.
okay.
I'm so sorry.
No,
It's
I
12,
just got the
12 piercing damage.
12 piercing damage. Yo.
That's the first attack.
Yep.
the second
It only
one.
gets 2 attacks though, so that's good.
Yeah. Second one would be a
-4 to the attack.
okay. Math is hard. 23. Sorry.
Yeah.
This one is
See, both those would have missed if I had my shield up, but I forgot to raise the shield last session. So last time.
that.
Lesson learned: if you survive.
This one
Oh, yeah,
is
it's
just
raising
2.
this turn.
It's just 2 slashing damage.
Okay, I feel a little bit better.
What did you do with your third action then?
I
I
moved.
forgot to do it. I
Moved,
forgot to do it.
so.
That's my fault.
So
Okay,
now you
so-
guys notice something's wrong with Fondra.
Well, no. we haven't actually seen Fondra turn to a bear before, so it's hang on.
There's a
Where'd
bear.
Fondra go? And they've got a bear on their side.
Like I said, all you guys knew is that Fondra wasn't being especially helpful, and all of a sudden she turned into a bear. And was like,
Then
what
I
the
just
hell's
have a
up with
free
that?
action
And then all of a
going.
sudden she's attacking.
Dooza, please help get your puppies off me.
So it is now round 3, and to give you an update, Cordar has 42 damage, Duzar has 46 damage, Sparky has 29 damage, and Puppy has 8.
And your healer is a bear. I specifically saved so many heal spells.
Elf
damn it.
guy we were traveling with.
Okay, so Duzar, you're up. To start with, could you please roll attacks on Sparky with your 2 puppies?
Oh god, okay. Hopefully my dice will actually roll low. Oh wow, they actually did amazing.
Okay.
That's 9.
The one
Yeah.
time I can be helpful.
You have been very helpful to the GM.
Yes.
13 and a 14, so I think those both failed.
That's fine, yep.
And I'm sure your heal spells won't go to waste.
And they get to
Absolutely
have a secondary attack.
Okay, giant might actually hit you, but that's fine. -4, so 13 for Puppy, and 19 plus 9, that's 4, 24 for giant.
Giant hits.
Giant hits.
Hits. Giant has the same melee attack, which is 1d8.
One.
Oh, you're lucky, it's a 2, so it's a total 4.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, and then they go for a 3rd attack.
Oh, really?
They are compelled.
They are compelled, okay.
You hear a control your dogs. Ow, ow.
Sparky some.
Puppy gets a natural 20, so let me just calculate that. So that's
No.
20 plus 9 minus, is it 6?
Minus 8.
Is it 8?
Yep, -8.
That's 21.
So that becomes a hit, not a crit.
Just a hit.
Just a hit, okay. And the other one is, that's probably going to be a crit failure if it's -8. Is a 4.
So what does Puppy do? What does Giant do as a crit failure?
Lands on top of Puppy and knocks him down.
Like the bear.
I was literally thinking the same thing as Jeremy. I was like, he probably fights the bear.
Good work.
Yeah, so fight the bear.
Sure. So roll damage for both.
If
Puppies is 4.
4 damage on Sparky.
Yep.
And 7 on the bear.
Okay.
Okay, that would take out all the temporary hit points, so Vondra would go back to Elf one. Is that
Okay.
right?
I'm not sure.
I'm
You're looking at the
I'm
rules there.
double checking. Yeah, I think it is. So I think Vondra's no longer a bear.
I don't know. I'm surprised, but this is actually a spell rather than a druid type shake tag,
It's a
isn't it?
spell, not a druid thing.
Yeah, fair enough.
Whereas if she had been able to cast it on someone else, it would have turned them into a goldfish.
Yeah.
Yeah, might have finished me off very sooner, but yeah.
Okay, so that was Poppy's go. Now Dooza's go.
Juzo will
Slap the dogs around.
use his action to get up to that other guy who is marked. And as a free action, say you can't run from me.
And he responds with, try me.
Try me. And I do my
Double attack.
two-handed attack.
You finally get to do your double attack.
Yeah.
Oh, yay! Like 4 rounds in, this is fine, right?
Just be thankful Cordar left it for you.
Yeah. Freaking apparently, okay. 19, 15. So that's 34 for both.
34 for both. So that's actually going to be a critical hit for both.
Woohoo.
Woohoo.
That's good, that means you can come and help me sing. It's good.
That depends on how she rolls.
She sent the dogs to help you. What more do you want?
That's the way I thought it was going to happen.
This is not what I asked for. Oh boy.
She even called it a bear friend.
Yeah, just use the wrong word for did attack instead of protect. Who knows the difference?
Proud. So the first strike is 18 doubled, which is
36.
33. And
Okay,
the
so
second-
your 36 strike takes it down before the second one even materializes. So how do you describe taking down with the double swing?
I usually do 2 arcs, so if the first one is just killed him, it's probably just like he's literally like sliced from shoulder to hip, and he just like his body just kind of slides apart.
Yes, they are down. Very down.
There's only 5 more.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, that's fine.
considering if they had dying conditions, that would have taken them to kill straight away. Because a crit that puts someone into dying puts them in dying too,
Right.
and then another crit puts it into
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah. So
He
he's
died.
dead.
Yeah.
He's very dead. Juicer kind of just like he like raises an eyebrow like. You said try me, so I did. So that's 2 actions. So my third one will be, do I have enough movement to get up and cozy with that spellcastle?
No, because there are people in between.
Okay, well I will get up to the closest person I can.
Is it worth moving up to someone and acting as the target, or do you want to actually hunter's mark one of them first before you move in?
Well, it doesn't really matter
Well,
because
if Duza moves, that does technically put him in range with one of the swordsmen.
That's what I mean. Like in the sense that you could be deliberately putting yourself forward as an alternate target, which is certainly a decent plan, or you could be holding back and therefore come in after you've got them already hunted marked. And
I would
Absolutely.
rather, given that they've got bows, I would rather be up in melee range.
happy with that? Does that make sense?
And,
Okay.
and I would rather Hunter's Mark the start of the turn.
So we have
Because it doesn't matter. Like if I Hunter's Mark now and then have to move, I have a higher chance of getting hit by one of the bows if I'm not already in close range. So
you are here.
Good.
You only have 15 feet of movement left, so you can get here, which puts you in range of this swordsman. There's another swordsman here, 2 bowmen, and the sorceress over here.
Potentially, the other factor would be whether or not you could be flanking for Sparky. I don't know whether the movement's available.
Technically, Sparky's here. Who's is here? You would technically.
shouldn't I have 25 feet left to go?
You
Because that's a whole movement.
You moved 10 before.
But that's classed as a single.
No,
action.
yeah. Because the
Okay.
first move was yeah.
Yeah, so if you have 10 more, then that puts you face to face with 1 bowman and another one to your diagonal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
and
because
flanking with Sparky.
Yeah, because the first action was a full move action.
True.
I
yeah.
have my full movement, and
And
because
then
this
full
is
movement
also full
again, yeah.
movement. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the double strike counts as single action.
Yeah.
In which case, does she move more than 1 square past any of the swordsmen? In which case, you will have provoked attack of opportunity because you didn't know these guys had it.
Yeah, because this was the first one here, 1 here, 1 here. So that would be yes for 1.
Armor class 20.
It misses.
You are lucky. Okay, so...
I hope Sparky took note of the fact that that it already happened, so therefore you've got a chance of getting a movement forward, does it?
It is now Sparky's go.
I don't think I can move forward because it's blocking my way. Is that right?
Technically, you can move beside it as a 5-foot step if you wish to.
Does that get me away from 1 dog?
Yes.
It gets you away from both dogs.
Oh yeah, I'm happy with that then.
And
No,
the dogs
no,
don't
dogs.
have attack of opportunity.
No,
Are you Sparky was not flanking with Doozer at that moment in time, or?
Sparky was.
but Sparky doesn't want to get hit again by 2 dogs. So
But if you actually attack with flanking first and then move at the end,
That sounds like a plan.
okay, we'll attack first, move, and then I'll raise my shield. Okay, that's the aim. Okay.
Oh, you're actually going to raise the shield.
what?
I think based on my hit points left, I think I can do.
You're actually going to use your third action this time and use it successfully. Whoa!
Yeah, shush.
Roll that attack. Like, there you go.
And just to give everyone a note, Parry has come to save the day.
Please parry. Just burn everything. Okay, I got distracted. 26.
26.
With whatever flanking bonuses there are.
Okay. Not a crit,
Okay.
but you managed to hit.
Now, because I'm flanking them, do I get sneak attack?
No, you are not a higher rogue than they are.
Okay, cool. Just thought I'd ask.
You're not roguey enough. We already established this at the start of the session.
Yeah, at the start of the session, so you're not roguey enough.
You can't even walk out a pathway.
Well, that's a whole 2 points of magically slashing damage. Whatever the blue light does as well.
Okay, so you feel quite happy with the amount of damage you've inflicted on this guy with quite a few rounds of damage.
Yeah, and then I will do that move, and then I'll raise my shield as my last action.
Okay. Which brings us to Fondra's ability to mess with people.
Do I get another concentration check or anything, or no?
Let me have a look at the
Or is it
ability.
on his turn, guys?
Well, it was a 7th level spell cast on you.
Oh yeah, that one's pretty intense then. Alright, the one that you want.
On the plus
not,
side,
not until the spell ends. Because
Right.
you critically failed.
Yep. I'm
On the plus side,
spell.
when you go to learn that spell, you might get a bonus because you better understand how it works.
Yeah.
Hey, lucky it wasn't the 9th level version.
What was that? Just like permanent?
I know, 10 minutes instead of 1 minute.
I think that applies to any spell, really.
Okay, so what spells does Fondra have?
Okay, so I have 2 3rd level spells. I have either Wall of Thorns or Fireball.
Okay, I'm gonna do Fireball centered on Quarter.
I figured.
Oh.
So Fireball, let me just look up that spell.
Ouch.
Yep, that's gonna suck. So I roll
That would be reflex saving throw for those people, I believe, and you roll,
reflex, yeah.
and then you roll your damage dice, and we'll see how much damage they take.
Yep.
So how?
Thank
What's
God
the?
I'm
Spell
here.
save is 20.
So what's the radius of it?
It is a 20-foot burst.
20-foot burst. Okay, so that will get. We'll get Sparky in it. Sparky and Quarter in the fireball. Hey Josh, how you doing?
Yeah, there you go.
Is 20-foot burst a 20-foot radius or a 20-foot diameter?
20-foot burst, I would think.
Which
would
means
be-
20 foot in all directions.
That's what I thought. So I would have expected that at least one of the drow might also be in
Yeah.
danger. But
It is 2 diagonals away, so it is outside 20 feet.
2 diagonals away, so it's like 10 to 15.
Technically it is, in which case then Doozer's also in the range of effect. So Doozer also
Yeah.
gets to make a reflex.
Uh,
Okay.
Sounds
What
like
do you-
I've missed
What is
much.
your DC?
oh yeah,
Uh,
we've been
20.
having a really good combat.
It's been going terribly.
It's okay. So
Quarter
did you
got on 24 for reflex.
Makes
Half damage for Quarter,
28 for Sparky.
makes
half damage for Sparky. How about Doozer?
was it reflex? Sorry.
Reflex, yes.
Yep.
It is 29.
makes.
Also a reflex save, half damage. So yes, how much damage do you do? Roll your full damage and we'll halve it.
Ones.
19 total damage.
So that will be 9 damage to each of you.
You guys got lucky. I rolled quite a few ones in there.
Yay.
I'm down to 90 points.
And I'm guessing the drow probably dodged it.
It did not. So the drow, he did take the 19 damage.
Good.
Wow.
So technically, on
Technically, you did something.
well,
Technically, I did help.
did almost as much damage to the enemy as he did to the party.
And the funny thing is, Fondra, well controlled, killed that one.
Did I really?
Yeah. Simply because Sparky had just done just enough to put it into the dead range.
So it's dead.
No.
So 2 rounds of
Nice.
attack, Sparky got 8 damage on it.
So just enough to lower it, and then Fondra killed it while trying to hurt you guys.
Kill.
Oh my God.
Well possessed.
Okay, so we're now over to Cordar and the flaming Cordar. Apparently your
Okay.
sword put out a bit more flame than you were expecting.
Fair enough then. I'll try and put it out in somebody's body.
And you realise it was Fondra who fireballed you.
But more importantly right now, there's still 2 crossbow wielding and 1 sword wielding and 1 spellcaster near that open doorway where Doozer is. Is that right?
That is correct.
No, I thought one of them died, or was there?
There were
There were two
two.
crossbow and two swordsmen plus the spellcaster before.
One of the
Oh,
swordsmen died. The crossbowmen have not been touched,
There's
Oh, they haven't been touched.
and the
Yeah.
remaining swordsman
and-
has not been touched either.
so there's
And Doof is currently next to a swordsman and one or both crossbowmen.
Next to all three.
yeah, Deuce is in range of all three.
Okay. And I'm guessing the spellcaster's behind the crossbowman.
Yes.
The spellcaster is yes.
Okay. I will take a move. I've got like up to 25 feet to go up next to Dooza, so I can have both of the crossbowmen. I think they'd be
Yep,
within melee.
they are.
So you'd
Just
have
took 15 feet
flanking.
from you.
Was flanking one or two?
It would not be flanking at this stage because you're adjacent, not behind.
We're side by side.
Oh,
So, and so we don't have the rogue feat of gang up, which allows like when Sparky gets a bit higher, she can flank for when you're side by side.
Yeah.
But the and then I will do a we'll go for a swipe attacking both of the crossbowmen.
Yep.
I mean to clear that, yeah, Gary? Oh.
No, it's a special move called a swipe.
Oh, sweet.
It's a fight of feet called a swipe.
Oh, sweet.
Which basically, it's the same sort of idea as cleave, except that you don't have to hit one first, you automatically go for both of them. So, what do I get? 14 plus 19 is 33 AC.
Okay, with a 33, that becomes a crit on both.
Marvellous. Just one damage roll affecting both of them. So.
Oh, thank you, Corda. You're getting them out of my way. This is great.
Oh, that's nice damage. 7, 12, so 17, 34 points of swiping damage or slashing, and 4 points of fire to both of them.
Okay, both of them go down.
Nice.
Both the crossbow.
Both the crossbowmen are taken down.
Very nice.
Okay, so
It's parry rolling initiative.
Parry's going to be coming in at the bottom of the initiative.
Right, fair enough.
The spellcaster takes a 5-foot step back and throws another harm at Dooza.
Another harm?
Yep.
Ouch.
Oh, God.
Another third level harm, by the way.
Third level?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, so yes, okay, that's not quite so bad. I was thinking in the old D&D sense where harm was the opposite of heal, i.e. like 7th level spells.
So in D&D, Cure Light Wounds has been replaced with Heal.
That's right, yes.
So,
okay, I'm not quite so worried as I had been.
It still did 18.
well, I rolled 2 8s on the first 2 dice.
I'm not saying it's a good thing, but it's the idea of I was concerned when the spellcaster was passing off a 7th level spell and then another 7th level spell.
Oh, yeah.
So what is your fortitude saving throw, Em?
Oh, sorry, my fortitude saving throw is 28.
28. So you take 7 points of damage negative damage from that spell.
That should be on 60.
62 damage so far.
I'm not looking that great, but that's
And Harry, you're in the doorway.
I was thinking for the end, the idea
Making the
you were going to
white
say you were
hair.
62 health left. I thought, wow, how many hit points
No,
did you start with?
62.
62 damage? Makes much more sense.
Oh, sorry. I
do my total.
actually forgot about the swordsman who was left. Yeah, the
Oh.
swordsman actually swings at Duzo as well.
Yeah, great.
Hitting armor class 28.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, and that will be 9 points of slashing damage to you from the back, taking you to 71 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing too, 'cause it's a bit got a bit stronger constitution than Quarter.
And so,
Which,
would Josh like to introduce himself?
He just dropped out, so I'm not sure what happened there.
In which case, then Perry is not ready this turn, and we're back to the top of the line for round number 4, as it
Yay.
is now Duza's go.
Um,
Duza is taking 1 point of. Sorry, forgot to roll. Takes 4 points of persistent bleed damage.
Ow.
Not looking great.
As the guy who stabbed you left a lasting wound.
Oh, that's probably why he dropped out, because he's home. Hello, Death. Do we still want Harry to go, or...?
Well, we'll finish Duza and then we'll have Parry go.
Okay.
So both puppies move and attack Sparky.
Oh no!
Only one attack, hopefully.
2 attacks from each.
Okay. I'm a bit high arm class now. I'm hoping for the best.
You know, you should never rub meat on you in the morning.
Yeah, not
It's not a deodorant.
You had your shield up though, right?
Yeah, I do have my shield up. I'm
Well,
24 now.
too bad because that one still goes through. So 27. And 22. So that.
Okay, one miss, one hit.
And you're lucky, so I rolled a 1, so that's a total of 3 damage.
Yep, down to 6.
And now the second round of attacks from each of them.
15, so that's a miss.
15
21.
becomes a critical miss.
Is it a crit?
No, I'm 24, not 25.
Oh, you're 24, not 25? Okay, then it's not a crit.
Quarter 25 with his give it up.
21, so both.
Both miss.
Whew.
Now you get to do your 3 actions. What would Duza like to do next?
The path is clear to that spellcaster, right?
It is.
But if you move to the spellcaster, you'll take an AO from the swordsman. Why don't you take a swipe, finish the swordsman off, and then move into the spellcaster?
Or could take 2 moves and then hit the swordsman. 2 moves and then hit the spellcaster. 2 5-foot steps.
I think I'm just disconnected, so.
Hello, Josh. Apparently, Duzo will be getting back to us, holding the rest of his action. Which then brings us to...
Hang on, is that back again?
Hey, Em, you back again?
I am back again. Sorry, my Discord crashed.
So, what would you like to do?
What I was trying to say is the swordsman The swordsman might have an AO, but that's only if he hits, right?
That is only if he hits, yes.
I'm gonna risk it.
Okay, let's see if he hits. He does not.
No, he doesn't. There you go.
So yes, you've closed in on the spellcaster.
So, using the form.
Duza moves forward too.
Hunter's mark.
Hunter's mark.
Whale.
Yep. Break the doggy's thing.
So double slice.
Yep.
Or is it double slice a single attack? Yeah.
Yep.
That's it. You got an attack roll there, Em?
Yeah. Sorry, I just was trying to do the calculations, but I wasn't on the calculator. 30, 32, and 33.
Okay, they both end up being critical hits.
Now, I'm going to just say this one for you, Em. Murder, death, kill, okay?
Murder deathies? Yeah, sounds good.
Now, as a player, as a character, I have no idea what's going on with the doggies. So,
First one is 17, so doubled is 34.
Yep. And the good thing is, even if you take them out, the suggestion keeps going until the minute passes.
Because it's not concentration.
Yeah, no.
Don't worry, he still has another 6 rounds of being attacked.
Plus 32.
Okay, so she goes down. Okay, so parry.
There's just the one swordsman left.
There is a swordsman that you can see in there.
So if you're on camera, Perry's out here. There's Fondra, who to your knowledge is perfectly fine. The puppies, who are very friendly with Sparky, and one swordsman right over here.
A drow swordsman.
And would you like to introduce parry to everyone?
Yeah, so he's just putting some instant noodles on for dinner.
Well, in this case, we'll come back to him and find out what Sparky does.
Arky like to move 5 feet away from both dogs.
Do you want to move towards the swordsman?
No. I want to go away from swords and away from doggies. So
Yep.
action. I'll move right down the bottom of the room, my next for 20 feet. I'll close as I can to the wall. And then I'll raise my shield going, "Come on, doggies, I'm your friend!" I yell out.
Okay.
What battle medicine on yourself?
Yeah, but I'm going to raise my shield because...
Fondra, what does Fondra have left?
I have a thunder strike,
Which will do.
which so you call down a tendril of lightning that cracks with thunder, dealing 1d12 electricity damage. Reflex saving throw.
Is it just 1d12?
1d12. And, well, 1d12 plus 1d4 sonic damage as well.
Is it around you, or is it actually a target?
It
Yeah,
is
targeted.
a range target, one creature.
I have a feeling I know what the target is. I
120
know.
feet, so anyway.
Okay,
Well-
keep going for the dwarf because that's what the shadow demon really lacks.
Yep, it's a reflex saving throw.
So, if you hadn't said anything, Mark, you probably would have been fine because we went for Cordon last time.
Yeah.
I know, but...
Well, you did run away. It's like attack me to a demon.
Yeah.
18?
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
that's a fail.
It's a failure. You
Roll your
totally
damage.
did. So, okay, so... One. This is
One,
the
one,
first
one.
time I ever get to use a d12.
Yes, 1. Anything under a
Oh, thank God.
5?
It's 5 damage?
And the Sonic.
Yeah, no, that's it. 5 damage.
I have 1 hit point left, looking like I'm about to fall over.
That's okay. It's almost puppy time.
That was
Two
two
actions.
actions. I could move. Don't think spider stings.
May as well move so you're within range of all three of them.
Yeah, we'll do
Range
that.
with
That's touch.
melee or range
No,
for.
range for spells.
Okay, yeah, well, I mean, like, she doesn't necessarily be melee range, I wouldn't have thought, but.
Well, the possessor doesn't really care about the body.
So
No,
Fondra's
but it was more that if she was going to cast spells, she doesn't want to cast them within melee range. I would set the possession doesn't want that either. So,
but
if she's out of spells,
the only next spell that the possessor would want to use is a touch spell. So she's
Fair enough
now
then.
right behind Cotter.
Yep.
Okay, so that brings us to. Do we have a parry?
Yes, parry's here.
So, parry, you've just seen Fondra Thunderstrike Sparky as Sparky's run away. Apparently, Sparky has quit the field of battle.
Oh. Lovely.
there's also actually our swordsman there as well.
There's also a swordsman who is in your direct line of sight.
Cool.
Perfect for a lightning bolt.
Yeah. Yeah, let's start with the swordsman. Harry will cast. Harry will cast Ray of Frost on the swordsman.
Okay, so is that a...
I'm gonna make a spell attack, sorry.
Yep.
I'm just trying to open up my dice page. Because, I double dotted it because Mia was playing with it the other day.
Well, I don't want her to roll a crit against you.
Well, it's more the point I didn't want my dice going all over the house.
Nice poo.
Yeah, that too. Alright, Ray of Frost. Um... Uh, 25.
25. Okay, so that becomes a hit.
Yay! 3d4 plus int. That will be 12 points of cold damage.
Okay, he takes it. Then it is Cordar's go.
You kind of was hoping that Parry might have got rid of that to our swordsman, but
You're
Lunging.
yeah, you could lunge and hit.
I can, yeah. So certainly I know he's in range, and so for more than I had other plans to try and deal with Fondra. If I do that,
Well, you can't really trust those Pathfinder Society types, can you?
Yeah.
so bit of problem. Particularly those ones that try to provide oversight and watch.
Learned all your secrets.
Let's see, you guys
Or those who take the front line as a wizard.
Well, that's not a matter of trust. Duke has got an attack before the swordsman attack again, doesn't he?
Should do.
No.
So the swordsman are after quarter.
The swordsman's after quarter.
Okay, then we will go with a lunge and stab at the swordsman. It's a 15, so that's 34.
Okay, so he does a dodge to stop it being a critical hit.
Okay.
Uses a reaction. Nimble
Yep.
dodge.
Oh, still does decent damage though.
But not a crit.
13 damage and 3 fire.
So 16 all up. And he's still going.
Oh, hang on, sorry. I just realised the fact that I always get the 2d8. It's the fact that I double them. Because it wasn't a critical, I only did 1d8. An extra 6. So,
Okay, so you take him down.
oh, that was nice.
He had just survived, and then your extra damage put him down.
I remembered. Oh, hang on, yeah. I should poke a little bit harder, shouldn't I? Right. You're going to dodge to the side. I've got to just get that slight extra push. Okay, so that was one action. I will.
So he's dead now?
He is dead now.
I can't. The other action I was going to do is not going to work right now. So can I do a sort of like a I don't know whether it's a bull rush or a grapple or whatever type of stuff, basically with shield to try and basically push Fondra over.
You can.
So I guess it's like effectively roll it as a shield bash, do I? And then
There's an actual grapple under athletics.
but I don't know whether I can officially grapple when I'm holding a sword and a shield.
Technically, no. You'd have to drop one.
So basically, but the intent would be to actually basically push her aside with the shield and hopefully knock her over if it's a good blow. So
We can see how you go. There's also trip,
Okay.
which I think you can do without a while still holding stuff.
well, trip was what I was going to do, but that's when I was going to pick my whip out and like chop the sword and use my whip. But but because I have to go this way, I will see if I can just effectively give her a push. Is there actually like a push or a bull rush?
There is force open grapple shelf. There's a shelf.
Oh, okay. That
Shelf
sounds like something to try.
on page 241.
Yeah, there we are. Yeah, okay, so I will try and basically shove her with the shield. Oh, 18. What's the athletics check, isn't it? So,
Athletics
So
check
that would
against
be-
your opponent's fortitude DC.
30 on the athletics check.
What is your fortitude bonus?
11.
So 22 is that. And so what did you get, Jeremy?
30.
Then you succeeded.
Yay!
So you push her 10 feet from you, but
Yep.
not knocked over.
So just 10
Yeah.
feet away.
You can stride after it, but you must move in the same direction if you wish to.
Well, technically, I've got an action still left, haven't I? I did
So,
lunge.
oh no,
I did
sorry,
a shove.
just move back 5 feet.
Okay.
So as part of the shove, you can move the 5 feet with Fondra.
Okay. I will do that, and I will try and shove her again.
Yep.
Oh, 19 on this one. So, 31.
31. So 31 is now you get to shove Fondra 10 away from you, because that was a critical success.
That one?
And you can move that 10 as well if you wish to.
I will. No, that's right. I'll just keep pushing her. I don't. She wanted to get close to me, apparently, so I don't necessarily get close up to her.
I was going to say, I can't give you much advice, but you're
And it's certainly the sort of thing. I've still pushed her away from going to, like, she's at least equally far from Sparky as she is from me now. So
Yes.
Okay, so both puppies now get to charge Sparky.
Are they going to go after Sparky?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
They haven't had the suggestion changed.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, because they're still influenced, and I haven't tried another command yet.
1.
And I'm pretty sure the minute hasn't been up.
The minute has not been up. We're only up to round 5. There's another 6 rounds after this for attacks.
Only giant.
I'll use an AO as one of the ones past me
Sure.
to shield bash one of them.
Okay.
Only giant would get in range.
Both of them can move.
Oh.
So the other one will do a second move,
They
and then
they
will
can do
attack.
double moves.
So one will attack twice, and one will attack once. So yes, you get to do a shield bash against giant.
Unless the shield bash might actually stop the movement or anything, but where are we? AC 25.
Will 25 hit giant, Em?
Yes.
For 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, so was giant the one that was closer? In which case, then both of them spent 2 moves to reach Sparky, and both only get 1 attack because the shield bash technically stops the movement, and they still could move after that point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so could you give me 2 attack rolls against Sparky, Em?
Puppy, I think misses. Like crit misses 12.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's crit miss. Yep.
And giant is 19, which I think is just a miss.
Okay, so how does Puppy crit miss?
He probably accidentally bites giant.
Give me some damage against giant.
Giant's the one that keeps getting hit at the moment, isn't it?
No, Puppy was the first one to get hit. Giant
Yeah.
just got hit for the first time, and now for the second time.
Oh, okay, right.
And of course I have to roll an 8 on the dice, right?
Seems fair.
What is this? 8 plus 2, so that's 10.
So 10
So
damage?
he's now on a total of
17 damage. That's gotta hurt. Now it's Deuce's turn. You just watched Corda bang Giant, and both of them go for Sparky.
And bang Andra, so
Yeah.
obviously he gets everybody at the moment.
Obviously, people. Corda did not like the kill stealing.
Now, I don't think I have command, but I do have train animal, which I think. Oh no, that just means I can train animal.
If you were to command your animal companions, that might be enough to at least give them another saving throw or something to save off the thing.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I was gonna say command, but it's not. It's not the spell. It's just literally telling them to cough.
Yeah.
Like combat is over, guys. Come heal, basically.
I mean, we don't know if it'll work, but it's certainly worth a try.
Hmm.
Okay. Bad dog, heal.
Yeah.
Pretty much in my most. You guys are kind of in trouble, boys.
Okay, you get to make a saving throw for both of them.
Yay.
For both of them.
I don't think they have a
Which is it? Will?
Will saving throw.
Puppy gets 17. And Giant gets 27.
Okay, Puppy's ignoring you, Giant stops.
Yay.
Okay, the question then was, okay, now are they saving against your command or are they saving against the suggestion?
Okay.
Puppy meekly, sorry, not Puppy, Giant meekly comes over and heals like he just got told to do.
I know he'll do that next round.
Yeah.
Oh, he'll do that next round.
But that's one action for Doozer.
Do I realize that like Giant has disengaged but Puppy hasn't?
You won't realise until the next action.
Of course, depending on what else you're planning to do, you could try and say, here now, like basically do it again. Unless you're planning on doing coming back on job.
Well, no one really
I was
told
gonna
me
say,
that.
had
Yeah, I've just
Puppy
heard,
on
I've seen you attack Fondra, but I don't know why because you haven't said anything, and I wasn't really paying attention.
Well, you saw Fondra cast the fireball.
Yeah, you have
Did
seen
I?
Fondra attack.
Did I? I did.
You did get hit by the fireball too.
Yeah.
I did get hit by the fireball too.
Oh yeah, sorry, you also take 4 points of persistent damage.
Oh, the bleeding.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're on 79 damage.
Oh yeah, yeah. 79. I fall down and then I get back up again.
So does that put you on one?
One hit point and 1 wound.
Does that get you up again immediately?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, because I was going to say, because technically that happened before you called the dogs. And if it was getting up next round, then you won't have called the dogs, so...
No, it happens.
Yeah.
It happens
Instantaneously, yep.
Instantaneously.
Is it a reaction?
Okay.
It's yeah, it's a reaction. It is orc ferocity.
Mm-hmm.
So you would be reduced to 0 hit points, but you're not immediately killed. Fierceness in battle runs through your blood. You avoid being knocked out and remain on 1 hit point. You get the wounded condition.
Okay, so yeah. Is she still bleeding in that sense?
Yes.
Yeah, I would be still bleeding.
The bleeding has not
So,
stopped.
have you got battle medicine?
I do not have battle medicine, but I do have healing potions on me, so I'm probably going to sleep one of those.
That's probably a good option. That'll stop the bleed.
So that would be your remaining 2 actions: 1 to get the potion and 1 to drink it.
Out. Yeah.
Yep.
Is it a 1d8 for a basic potion?
That's all it is. 1d8.
I mean, that's going to hopefully be enough.
Well, it should stop the bleed anyway. Because I'm pretty certain any healing will stop bleeding. So.
It's just the total dice because I don't add anything to that, do I? With the
Nope, it's just 1d8.
Yeah. 5. So I have a total of
6 hit points.
6 hit points and 1 wound. Or wounded condition, I should say. Wounded 1.
Okay, so that brings us to Sparky. We have 2 dogs against you again.
I'm going to battle medicine on myself. And to make it more interesting because of the person I am, I'm going to try to roll at expert in medicine. So it's a DC 20.
Okay.
Don't fail me, dice. Please don't fail me.
Unlucky for you, the puppies don't have attack of opportunity. Is that correct, Em?
They do not have attack of opportunity.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet, anyway.
They'll get there.
Okay. So 9 19 plus 13 is 32, which I believe is a critical success.
Is a critical success for a DC 20, yes.
Yep, so it's 4d8 plus 10. Uh, 28 hit points back. 29.
So you recover 29 hit points?
28 hit points.
Yeah.
No, but I also want.
He's on 29.
I was on 1 hit point left. That's. I believe that almost is a 1 action thing. Yep, plus 1 action.
Well, technically it would be 2, because 1 would get you the kit out, 2 would get you to use it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and the last
And
one
you would
to-
have you would have had to have dropped what was in your hand.
So that would be all my turns, right?
No, free action to drop.
Okay, and I'll raise my shield as my last action, trying to hide my little body behind the shield in front of a big puppy dog.
Okay. So now we're up to Fondra.
So still under that, she would try to get close to somebody.
Is it 3 or 1 action?
It is.
Or 2?
It's a 2 action.
Okay, so moves up to quarter and casts the spell.
So she casts Spider Sting.
Oh, wait a sec, give me a sec. I'll actually look something else up because it can actually do something more interesting. It might enjoy doing its own spell against quarter.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, it will be 5 feet away from quarter when it does this. And it will cast a cone that goes for 30 feet. Will that get Doozer in it as well?
Oh,
5,
wow.
10, 15, yes.
Okay, so Corda and Doozer get to choose between a reflex or a will saving throw as waves of darkness come towards them.
Reflex. 1 point difference, but
Yeah,
that might
capability.
make a difference. That might be all the difference I need.
Well, it's probably not going to make any difference to quarter.
No, no.
Uh,
27.
and Cordark on 13 with his plus 11 reflex save.
So Corda critically fails,
Oh no.
and Doozer succeeds. So could you roll 5d8?
Oh no.
Oh, 58. Jesus Christ. Hello, Oot the Woot. What do you want?
24.
So that means Doozer takes 12 points of damage, taking Doozer to wounded 2.
Yup.
To dying 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, dying 1.
And Corda, how much did you say? 24?
24.
Takes 48 points of sonic damage.
He's on dying too.
Oh no.
Okay,
God,
so
it's going to be better medicine time for Mark. Okay.
Parry, you're up. So you might want to knock both of them down.
Yeah.
As you pulled out a bigger gun because you ran out of your normal guns.
I did.
Can you please take Fondra down?
You just saw Fondra did a better spell than you did.
Keep in mind, Fondra hasn't taken any damage this entire fight.
Oh no, you have 7 damage.
Oh, that's it, yeah.
You got bitten by a puppy by accident.
Yeah.
Hey, Oot.
So
but-
people are saying for me to take Fondra out.
Technically, then I only have 2 damage.
Technically, Deuce is not, because Deuce is lying on the
That's right.
floor.
No one saying anything.
Why are you
The
playing on
only
the floor?
person conscious is Sparky hiding behind the shield.
While the puppies are attacking Sparky.
Well, yeah.
The party's revolting.
That's what happens. This is that community meme where Troy comes in with the pizza and like things are on fire and everybody's in chaos. It's that.
This is what happens when you miss the session.
Yeah.
Sorry for the background noise there, but the puppy's decided that she's gonna make the sound of her people. Hey, woo, woo, woo.
So, what would Josh like Parry to do?
So we've still got Fondra who's messing things up.
Fondra is attacking party members, and Sparky is hiding behind shields as puppies are attacking her.
I would like to cast.
I'm really 5 rounds.
Would Parry know if Dispel Magic would help Fondra?
He would hope it will.
Okay, I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on Fondra.
I'm just going to look it up to give you the best.
Yep. I make a counteract check, which is on 458 of the.
458.
Is that the old book though?
Possibly.
I have the old book here, which is what I'm looking at.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so give me a check to see if you can beat it.
I'm guessing it's the same as my spell. Adding my spell proficiency.
Yeah, add your spell attack bonus.
Okay, cool. $30.
30. I believe that is a success.
Thank God.
Way.
Okay, so we get to do then go.
He pops out.
He pops out right beside Fondra, a shadow demon.
Oh.
That's great.
So now you've got an extra combatant on the field.
Woo, but at least we have Fondra back.
You do.
Yeah.
He's cast all her attacking spells.
Yep.
She has cantrips.
Yeah, that's all I have left.
Good.
Well, technically you still have at least one attacking spell that you're going to do within your attack range.
Oh, yeah. No, I have 1 attacking spell, 1 area effect spell, and 1 attacking cantrip.
Go. Off you go.
Well, possibly more importantly, have you got an area effect heal?
I do have, I have heal, and I planned multiple of that so I can help people. So, when we get there,
Please.
I got it.
Please do.
Yeah,
Please do.
I'm going to be running to battle innocent people just in case. So.
Yeah, so let me look that one.
Well, you're still dodging at least one puppy.
I know, but I reckon I've worked out that doesn't tap me if I move around, so it might be. Well, I'll cop the attacks.
Just looking up the thing it's going to do next. Because that's always fun.
He wants to give up. Look, it's just said this party's too hard. He's run away. I'll get the blue flame sword out and burn it to death.
Okay, so I believe the blue sword's currently on the ground because
I know
you raised the shield.
Yeah.
Okay, so Had that go. Parry went. Now it is Puppy. Puppy gets to move towards Doozer.
Yep.
And then Giant gets to attack Sparky.
I thought it was the other way around.
Oh, well, it's the other way around. In which case, then yes.
Yeah, it's Poppy that didn't listen, apparently.
So, could you please give me 3 attack rolls against Sparky?
I think the first one hits because that's a 19, 28.
Yep, hit.
And that does 3 points of damage.
Yep.
Second one is for 16, which is a miss.
Yep.
And the last one?
And the last one is the -8.
-8.
Yep. 12.
So,
That's a critical miss.
looks like, how does this Poppy have a critical miss?
It could knock itself out in somebody's shield that's in front of it, maybe?
Yeah,
Would Sparky like to have a attack of opportunity against Poppy then?
Sure, he can take it.
Okay. Oh, well, I've got nothing to hit it with because I've.
You got a shield.
You got a shield bash.
Okay. Is that a martial weapon or?
It would only be a D6 damage, bludgeoning.
It's D4.
Oh,
plus
D4
strength.
bludgeoning.
But yeah, roll a hit, see if you get within 2E, then you work out whether or not you've actually got it.
19 plus whatever the.
That'll be enough.
Be enough. Okay, and it's a D6 is it or
D4.
D4?
D4 plus strength.
Oh, okay, that's going to be old +1. Sure, that's going to pull Puppy. Okay, fine.
I mean, he's got a total of 8
Damage.
Okay, what you really needed, you didn't want your shield. What you really wanted to roll up newspaper.
Bad puppy.
That's a total of 5 max on the dice.
Total of 5. Okay, so Poppy's now on 13 damage.
Nope.
I mean, he has 46 hit points, so it's not really take it down.
Okay,
I told you no. I'm not a piece of meat.
You're up.
Am I? I'm up.
Oh no, he's up.
Was it me, Martin?
It is Sparky's go.
Okay. I'm going on the assumption that I would have seen Doozer go down once, come back up again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, she didn't go down, but she's now down.
Doozer's down, Cordar's down. Oh yeah, sorry. Death saving throw for. No, that happens later because you go.
Yeah.
Your initiative changes to after what hit you.
Okay. Now, is the healer kit still in my hand or in the shield, or what's the?
You still got the healer's kit in your hand, yes.
Do I have an urge to pick up the sword?
Not at this stage. You managed to drop it. First time you've actually dropped it without intent.
Okay. I will move over to Doozer and do
Yep.
a battle minute.
So could you move Sparky to spending 2 actions to move to Doozer, because only can move 20 at a time.
Yes.
And I will do battle medicine just on Doozer.
Okay.
If Cordar was awake, you'd take careful note of the fact you had to run over his body to get to her.
Doozer, save me from falling off the cliff. You see the theme in this one there, Jeremy, okay? Now just a normal DC 15 one, okay? So
Okay.
I'm going to the extra one. That's a 20, 7. That's a critical success, is that right?
That's a critical success because it's 15 normally. Yes.
That's 48. 4, 6, 8, and 9. That's hilarious. 9 points of healing on you.
So Deuce is now on 9 hit points with 2 wounds.
Yep. And I can't clear the wounds because I'm going to do it with a 10-minute.
That's right. Yeah, that's a first aid thing.
Yep.
Okay, so that is Sparky's turn. Now it is Shadow Demon's turn. It turns and flings the glowing sword at Doozer.
Fantastic.
It's got a glowing sword.
It has telekinetic projectile.
Oh, so you mean the blue sword that Sparky left behind?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
It goes flying towards Doozer, hitting armor class 22.
Wow, that's the magic number.
Okay, so this is going to hurt. I'm sorry.
Does Doozer get do you get any bonus for being prone when you're against a missile attack in the system?
Probably not.
Or a ranged attack? Cause
I thought you did if you're prone.
well, certainly in some systems you do. I don't know on this one off the top of my head.
You get a penalty to attack rolls. You don't get any cover.
There's no bonus to you're not taking cover type effect.
But you can choose to take cover while prone. She hasn't chosen to take cover yet.
Fair enough. That's right. Yep.
Well, because I really haven't had a chance to, but...
No, that's right. No, it's war case. You haven't had a chance to stand up, so it's potentially you are hit. So.
Oh no.
Okay, so that is 14 points of damage as you're hit by a glowy sword.
Oh, great.
You're now to
I'm now on
dying 1.
No, I want to be dying 2.
Oh no, dying 3 actually, because you're already dying 2, wounded 2.
Well, you've already wounded 2, so therefore you get a dying 3.
Oh, yeah, I'll be dying 3. Yep. Oh,
Yeah.
That's great.
Apparently, your sword has come to you, Sparky.
I try to help you. Sorry about the rolls.
And it does a melee attack against Fundra.
Yep.
After it did the throw out at a distance. And that would be...
Because it's literally seeing dudes that take out half of the...
Yeah.
Half of the rest of them.
And now I think Giant might be unhappy with Sparky because Sparky's sword just hit Doozer.
Yeah.
So that would be a 25 versus Fundra.
Correct. That hits.
What's your armor class?
22.
22. Well, this is also going to hurt.
Yeah.
How does Sandra have the same...
Great question. This is generated. I have no idea.
So that is 2 cold plus 11 evil, so 13 damage against Fundra.
Okay.
Evil.
Okay, so now it is Fundra's go, who has finally managed to get kicked out, and then we will do saving throw for Corda.
A group heal would be very helpful. Cough, 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 cough.
Oh goodness. I'm trying to determine if it's worth moving and just saving Cotter or staying still and potentially healing everybody.
Your heal, I think, has a 30-foot radius. Is that right?
Well, only if she doesn't move is the point.
If I don't move, you guys are all within 30 feet of me.
Yeah. And I thought that means more people up, more chance we can kill the den.
I think it's better to do that. So I will use. I saved heal at level 2, and I'll use all 3 actions to use it. So it targets. I don't know what the demon counts as. It targets living and undead. So I don't know what it counts as.
He is not undead.
Okay.
So you do 2d8 healing.
Yes. Come on, please. Oh, that was it's 10 points each.
Okay, so Dooza's now on wounded 3 with 10 hit points.
And I'll look at 36 hit points.
Cordark on wounded 2 with 10. And Fondra is also fully healed.
Wonder is not fully healed.
Not fully healed,
No.
because she took the negative damage, didn't she?
Yep. And so, how many hit points does Corda? Yeah, Corda has 10 with. It should be wounded 1.
Wounded 2, because it was a critical failure on the saving throw.
No, but it doesn't matter how far dying you go. You only come back 1 wounded at a time. For each time you go
Do you?
down.
Oh, okay, but if you go down again, you start. You jump at your wounded.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay. Happy with that? I won't argue.
Just making sure we get it right, not to penalise
No,
you,
that's
just
right.
to keep it fair. Okay, but if Dooza goes down again, Dooza dies as Dooza goes down.
No!
Yep.
There's another die!
Okay, so that was Fondra's turn. Now it is Cordar's go, who I said was next up. So you don't have to make the saving throw.
Good. So do you have to take an action
Indeed.
to stand up?
He does, yes.
So how far away am I from the demon?
10 feet. You also need to stand up, too.
Well, I was talking up whether I'd be just do it from prone, but
You can, but you take the -2 penalty to do so.
That's right, and technically it'll still be a move to get to him, and I couldn't really lunge if I'm on the ground. So, yeah, no, I will stand up, and
Actually, Martin, I read that wrong. My AC is 23, not 22, but that's fine. I won't backtrack that, but I read the wrong one.
It's up to you to keep that in mind.
Mhm.
and then
Well, I guess you are 5 feet away, my bad.
so how far away from the demon am I when I stand up?
If you stand up, you're currently you're 5 feet, 1 square in between, so 5 feet away.
So technically in lunge range.
Fondra move forward once to do that.
So yes, you can still lunge and get them.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. In that case then, yep, stand up and I will take a lunge at the demon. 14, AC 33.
33 becomes a critical hit.
Yay.
Oh. Yeah, that's not so flash. 6, 11, 22, magical slashing. Is it likely to take fire damage? It could be 8 persistent.
It depends on how much fire damage it is.
It was. Yeah, okay. So if it's not fire resistant 5, then it's 3 persistent.
So how much
if it's
damage?
10, then obviously it's not going to be effective.
How much damage did you do?
22 from the sword, and then with 8 persistent fire, modified, whatever.
Okay.
And I will raise my shield. Well, how bad does it look like the demon's badly wounded from that attack?
Not at all.
Oh, okay, I'll raise shield then. Give myself half a chance of surviving to the next round.
Okay, so that brings us to Parry. You just witnessed a lot of carnage.
So
A lot of
Harry's
carnage.
over here in the doorway. Could technically almost see the shadow demon, but probably not super well. Currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So what's still standing?
Just the shadow
Demon.
demon.
Just the shadow demon.
Well, technically, and
technically-
the puppy or giant is also still technically attacking creatures, but
The puppy is still attacking.
well, possibly both are again after Sparky's sword hit Boozer.
Yeah.
That's right. I just need to make sure
So
that
you're
Left it lying around.
35 35 feet away from the Shadow Demon. And 45 away from Puppy and Giant.
Yep.
But as far as you saw, Giant is okay now.
Shadow Demon.
Oh, also technically that healing would have hit Puppy and Giant
I did.
as well. Yes.
I healed them both.
Yep.
Can Parry see the Shadow Demon?
Parry
Where it is?
can see the Shadow Demon.
Just barely, yeah.
35-foot range.
Yeah.
Uh,
So on camera, Perry's up here,
yeah, I can see.
and then Shadow Demon is here.
Hmm. Alright, let's do it. I'm going to cast Acid Arrow at the Shadow Demon.
Okay.
Uh, 28.
28 is a hit.
I am documenting on my Google Doc what I've used as well, man.
All good. Would have gone really badly for you guys if you had done this Shadow Tower and then gone down here.
Yeah. Alright. The creature gets done.
So how much damage does it do, Josh?
16 points of acid damage. And then on its turn, it gets an extra 6 acid damage persistent. Good.
So his persistent damage is stacking up.
Yep.
Particularly since it's different types at the moment. 6 acid, 3 fire.
So then it is Puppy's turn to attack our dwarf as it runs across the field of battle using 2 actions.
Yes, I can expect that. It's okay.
He just really wants
They're
to give you
under
2 hugs.
compulsion. Yes, but it wasn't a concentration. Sorry, which dog?
So that was Puppy, the last one that's still compelled.
Oh yeah.
Gets 1 attack.
Um.
Though it does run past Cordar. Does Cordar wish to do another shield bash?
No, that's fine. I'm saving my reaction.
14 to miss.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so that brings us to Dooza's actual go.
Is the demon monster still up?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you wish to stand up?
I would like to stand up. I'm not feeling that great, but I'll stand up.
What you might want to do is at least have an idea of your surroundings right now, because you might be able to actually duck behind a wall and therefore not be visible to the demon.
Yeah.
Is that something? Would you retreat from battle?
No.
While calling upon your dogs to say, "Get over here!"
Also, Giant is listening to you too.
Yeah, Giant is listening.
There is not much. There is a passageway you have to go to, so the side to side would only start back here.
Okay, right. So she's in effectively a 10-foot
Hallway.
corridor into the T-junction. Yep, fair enough.
There's probably heaps of people in my way, isn't there?
Puppies.
You involve
Remember, you can go through friends without any problem.
No, I know. I'm
And
just-
the puppies haven't been told to attack you.
Yeah.
No. Well, because we've taken the spellcaster out before she changed her compulsion. So I'd have to do a movement. Can I get to him in
Yes.
one movement?
Yes.
One movement. I'll just mark. Whale.
I think I've heard that technique before. Somewhere along the line.
Right.
So do remember it managed to cast high level spells and deal a lot of damage in one attack.
Yeah, I'm aware of this.
All good. Just letting you know before you reach there because it's sort of a hard thing to back out of.
No, I know. Well,
If she is going to go forward, he's going forward, that's fine. Has he got the movement to effectively be trying to make provide flanking or at least space out a bit from the Fondra and Corda?
I'm not sure if
Probably.
Wanda is threatening at this stage.
No, I'm not talking about even if flanking. The idea being that, I think on there, he's been moved effectively next to Fondra and the demon.
Yeah.
If Duka had movement to actually be slightly on the other side of the demon, then it means we can be setting up flanking.
Technically, I
Or
think
at least-
move it one towards parry. Yeah.
Just on the idea that, if nothing else, we might be less area affected too.
All good.
Doesn't that mean that Fondra's actually providing flanking anyway? Because she's technically...
Does Fondra have a melee weapon in her hands?
Yes, she has.
She's got a staff.
In which case, then yes, she can provide flanking.
Yeah.
There you go.
Do you spend a reaction to aid to provide flanking?
Yes.
In which case, you don't have a reaction until your turn,
Yes.
but that's what you needed to do so.
Yes.
Because that is the only way you can get flanking from another if they spend
by
a
the-
reaction to do so.
Yo.
But she's
Unless
now
you're
making
the rogue effect.
she's now making an aid action to see if she aids your first attack. So roll a d20.
Okay. Okay, do I add anything?
You generally add, I think, your bonus.
Said it wasn't much the flanking I was worried about. It's the idea if you had another cone effect spell. This way it might only get 2 people instead of 3.
What does flanking provide? Is it a plus 1? If
Depending
she-
on that with the 80s.
Yeah.
So what did you get with your attack roll?
22.
So you give a +1 bonus to Dooze's attack roll.
To just one? Or both?
Yeah.
To the first one only.
The first one only? Alright.
But using a double swipe, you can attack on account of single attack.
Technically, we'll be to both then.
Technically it is for both, because the
Yeah.
first one... They're
They're happening at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're coming in at the same time, so the distraction applies to both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I believe
So
they also
30
reduces their armor class at the same time.
Oh, cool.
31 and 32.
31 and 32, so I believe you got 2 critical hits.
Juicer is on a bloody roll today. Hell yeah.
On a bloody road because he keeps dying,
The first one is a total of 36. And the other one is 34. So I'm not dying today.
And because your damage is untyped, it comes out as whatever resistance it has will work against untyped. Unfortunately, if you say no damage type, it's just taken as basic damage.
Right.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize that, so it's slashing damage.
And so yes, its damage reduction kicked in. So yes, he is still standing.
Yay.
How much is does so he's resistant to slashing?
He has resistance to many things.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, this is the, out of everything we fought, this is the highest level, presumably. So he's probably very resistant to many things.
Many of you have things that bypass it, but no one's mentioned what they've been attacking with. So it is now Sparky's turn.
Okay.
You have 4 more rounds of being attacked by Puppy.
Okay. There's a blue sword right next to my feet somewhere.
It's actually still on the side of Dusa, which is healed in place.
Okay. So.
Thanks for that.
Okay. So if I free drop my healer kit, so I've still got my shield with me.
Yep. You yank the sword out, causing damage.
No, it's okay. Okay, but not bad. So I want to at least put some damage on this thing. Okay, so I'm going to go over there, quick draw my Ghost Touch dagger, and stab it.
Spend 2 actions to move there because you can only move 4 squares at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get 1 attack.
That's all I wanted. Okay. Ghost Touch. Here we go.
Would Dusa like to give you an aid?
I will happily give you an aid.
You get to make a dice roll, add your attack bonus against 20. Attack bonus versus 20, yes.
Sorry. 29?
Well, that just makes it a +1. If you had got 30, it would have made it a +2.
If I'd rolled a 15 instead of a 14 and got a +15, then that would have been fun.
Okay, so +1 to your attack mark.
Yeah, I got 34 total.
Okay, so you hit it with your Ghost Touch weapon, and it shimmers, and it seems to suck into your dagger.
Okay. The whole thing, or?
It's gone.
Yep. It's gone to your dagger just like when it's Fondra.
Okay, I go. And then as a free action, I'll just go. Doomsday, you've got a sword on your side. Sorry. And oh no, and I go. Get the dog off me, please.
It is the Fundra's go. What would Fundra like to do?
So the demon has now disappeared.
It has disappeared off the field of battle. It seemed to get sucked into the dagger.
Into the diary. Okay.
And can somebody make me feel better, please?
Yeah. I'll go ahead.
It'll take some time.
I'll
Yeah,
go
I know,
ahead
but
and,
that's fine.
use my other heal spell on Duza.
So direct Duza spell.
So
So that's the 2-action spell.
Yeah.
Which
Well, no, since if he's gone, I can just go and touch. So that's just a D8.
Well, if you do 2 action, it's D8 plus 8.
Oh, true. 2 actions. I'll do that.
Because you don't have to, and it also gives it range.
Sure. Yeah. So we'll do that. Oh, nice. 16.
It was a first or second level spell.
That was the first level.
So you get 16 hit points back. You're not as squishy.
Yay.
One for
So I should be on
26 hit points.
26. Yep.
How many more
Okay.
attacks do I have? I have 3 attacks with the dog left. I think.
It is Cordar's go. What is Cordar going to do?
I will grab onto the puppy's collar.
Okay.
Or giant's collar, whichever one I'm still actually attacking.
Puppy.
Puppy.
Okay, give me a grapple check.
No. That's 2 twos in a row. So athletics at 14.
I believe that's versus reflex, is that correct?
Or it's athletics. Okay. Either way, I'm sure it's not enough, but hopefully it can be a critical failure.
I think it might be athletics. Maybe.
You know we should just roll the damage anyway. I'm just thinking, get down the road.
So, grapple is... versus their fortitude DC.
Fortitude. You're lucky I rolled low, so this might actually work.
Well, it's not a dice roll. It is
Yeah, it's not a nice roll. It's 4 plus 10.
Oh, 4 plus 10?
Yeah.
19 then.
So,
Yeah.
he failed. Which then brings us to parry.
Well, technically I could try again, couldn't I?
You could, yes.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it is a considered an
That's my
attack.
attack. Yeah.
So
I've got a -4 on it because it's still, well, it's a -5. Possibly.
it is a -5 because it doesn't use agile.
But okay, I might be okay because 17 on the die this time. We can make it 12, correct? 24.
Yes, you grab Poppy.
Yeah.
So at this point, I can say you can move out of combat.
Yay.
As Poppy finally starts looking Corda after you get to the end of the minute. Well, 6 rounds of being controlled was an interesting combat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had demons, I had 2 dogs after me, and I kept and I somehow survived. I did pretty well.
Don't forget the bear.
Fondra's really
A
sorry.
demon bear, Fondra, everyone just wanted me dead, so it's like, okay. And I don't know how I
I'm
survived.
so
but I
prepared
was gonna
today.
You were quite well prepared. I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely. The
Oh, no,
one time I'm prepared for things. This is what happens.
I considered doing Dusar as the possessee,
Yeah.
which would have been interesting.
It would have
But
been deadly.
yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. That's good, it was good. It was good. I didn't expect to get attacked by 3 things, so I thought, cool, I can sneak in there with the sword and just whack things, and it's like, all of a sudden everything just turns around and looks at you and go, oh shit.
Well, you were also highlighted in bright, light purple light for the entire combat.
I was just being so nice to those puppies recently. I've been really, trying not to upset them, do the right thing, and look what happens.
So Cordar's would okay. We'll take a look around, search the bodies, see if there's anything. Hey Clegg, were you expecting these guests in this cave?
He says, what guests?
When I feel Phil Doos is like strong enough to take a sword out of her side, I'd like to retrieve my police sword eventually, over time.
It has been nicely healed in place.
Mm-hmm.
I'll wait till she's like a little bit more healed up before I pull it out and say, this might hurt a little bit.
It's an extra axe rack.
Or do I feel an urge to pull it out? Right? That was gonna
You don't currently feel an urge to pull it out.
the sword. Okay, yeah, okay.
You are female, remember.
Oh, that's true. Gotta keep forgetting that. Okay. Cool. I'm still looking at my dagger going, oh, first time I've seen that done it. So, oh. Yeah, I think I'll help Phil search for the...
Fondra would ask Sparky, you sure it's not going to come out of there?
Sparky gets to make a roll and see if Sparky has some idea.
What kind of roll I got here? I'll call you with them. Does that sound right?
Give me a sec.
Well,
Actually,
technically religion.
it is only religion.
I'll do religion then. Alright.
Religion is the only thing that can tell you.
28.
Okay, with a 28.
You know exactly how to cleanse the temple.
Well,
I haven't got that. Never happened.
it was so on a 28. It was a success, not a critical success.
Okay. Yeah.
Just so you know the level of creature you are facing. You realize that your strike was the last thing needed to send it back to the planes that it came from, and it will personally target you for sending it back.
Right. I'm looking at this now. I've got Vesna, that. Now that's something else added to my hit list.
Except this thing will target you and your descendants.
Oh, hadn't got it.
You know what you need?
Yeah.
Mark, you need one of those ticket machines. So they can take a number.
Yeah.
I'm going to go. As I think about this, I just say in my head, yeah, you're brilliant. I think to myself, but yeah. But I tell everyone that it's been sent back to its plane, but it doesn't like me right now.
Or forever.
So, I don't like. I feel these. I can do Baroness and other people that if they want. Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking that if we're not, we'll probably take a look down that corridor that Duke has started to go down to make sure there's nothing coming through in the next 10 minutes or so. But
Okay, so well, I'll give each of you a perception roll while you're there. Now that the combat has finished.
24.
31.
24 as well.
One thing Corda is looking for, aside from having gone through the body to make it thing, I remember in the description at the start that you said that the rocks that were around were not the same as the walls of the cavern. I'll be curious to know what those rocks are.
Which rocks were you talking about?
You mentioned something about there being like rocks scattered around on the ground, but they appear to be different, like black or something, and a different colour or something from the walls.
Okay, so what was everyone's perceptions?
31 for me.
Yep.
24 for Corda.
It was 24 Duzo's, I think.
Doozer and Parry?
24 for Duzo, I'm not sure for Parry. Perception roll. So yes. 24 seems to be the magic number.
Okay, most of you hears a low sort of hum while you're doing so, but Sparky just gets up and starts walking towards that gap towards Kessler.
Okay.
You're looking into me.
Should we be worried?
I'm sure there's absolutely nothing wrong with that as we finish the session with Sparky walking into that gap.
Oh
Bye, Sparky.
So so writing you a message on me late to a session is what you're saying, that I should never message you like that again?
no!
Gotcha.
Hey, look at it this way. We never actually targeted you specifically.
I know, but I feel targeted personally for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah.
Hey, I actually took over Fondra, and Fondra didn't get to do most of Fondra's actions for the entire game.
Yeah.
Got to attack the party instead. So you were less targeted than Fondra.
Yeah.
And Dusa got taken down 3 times.
That's true.
So you actually got less damage than nearly everyone else.
I still lost 54 hit points and got to 1 hit point. So I thought I did pretty.
You did very well.
Chomp, scratch, jump, fireball, chomp.
It was almost death by 1,000 bites.
I know.
Well, if it makes you feel better, Cordar would have taken about 100, except that he only had 71. But because he took 48 or something off that last, off the one that took him down, that would have been, so we got about 61 hit points at the time, so, or 61 damage, so.
I will leave after you close up, Mum. I had a question about the blue sword, but I'll leave after.
Okay, so I will go to end credits then, and we can chat after that.